Hello, how are y'all? Oh, let me go over here to comments. There we are. Hello, hello. Hi, Miss Eve. Thank you, sweet lady, for being here. I know Duck was in here and she said she had to leave, so that is all right. I know Stuck is live tonight, so no issues, no issues. I'm used to being up here, just me, so it's good. It's all good. Hey, Cher. Okay, let me send it for you. Hi, Ronnie. Yes, you got us in the beginning. Yes, did you see the title tonight? Did you see it? Did you see it? So you know who we talking about, right? I couldn't put everything on there that I like to call her, but those things I could put on there. Ah, very good, very good. How is everyone? How was y'all's 4th? Your 4th of July, how was it? Yes. I knew some of my OGs would appreciate uh, the title because they all fit, and there's many more that we could say. Maybe some that would get us in trouble, right? But some that wouldn't. And I have been doing a lot of video watching so that I could look at people's different perspectives and stuff. And I've seen a lot of stuff that their ideas and perspectives, different creators of what they think about her interviews and stuff. And some of those creators, I'm not going to use their stuff, but I've got one that, and I'm pretty sure he would be okay with us using it because he uses other people's stuff too. So as long as we give him credit, and drop his link, I feel like he would be perfectly fine with it, especially if we're talking about Nicole Kissinger. Especially. You slept through it? Oh, they didn't keep you awake with fireworks. That's good. That is so good. They didn't keep you awake. My dogs were scared to death. But there wasn't very many people because I live out in the country. So we did fireworks, and like way down the road and behind us over across the other field, they did fireworks, and we could see them and hear them, but they weren't that loud, but the dogs were like terrified. I'm just in, you know what, girl, there is a new norm. You are exactly, whoo, yes, ma'am. I don't, is it a normal? I don't even know if you could classify it as a new normal. It's a new something. It's a new something. Bless you. Bless you. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. There is so much out there for a case that didn't go for very long. I've seen like cases that like Nancy Guthrie, they're still looking for her. Summer, they're still looking for her. And these cases where they're still looking for people and they don't talk about them as much, but the watch, they found them like days later, and it is still talking about it. So that tells you something, that how that this case has touched a lot of people, and there's a lot to unpack with it and look at. Yes, it's a new something, right? Absolutely. We may be. We may be. Did you see all of the Watt stuff that has come out? I mean, just like when I've been looking at creator stuff, it's like 3 months ago, 2 months ago, 6 months ago. So I mean, people are just, maybe if the Hussy would be put would, okay, see how I can word this. Maybe if she would have to answer for some of the things she done, maybe it might make it a little less talked about. You know what I mean? Yeah. Watts is it an island? I think it's a whole like freaking two or three islands together now. I mean, it's like it's getting. But you learn so much. I mean, it's so much packed into this case, and we don't even have like we don't even have the information from the Snapchat that they used. We don't have the information from Skype. They use that too. We don't even have those conversations. All we have is the little bit of the secret calculator app, and we don't even have all the emails and the text that she deleted. You know what I mean? We don't even have half of the communication between them, and we still have all of this, even have a full, yeah, I can't even imagine what of it. Yes, if it came out in court, yep. And imagine if she gets charged at a later point. It's going to be a whole different. Then it's going to be Nicole Kessinger Island because it's going to be so much about her. You know, right? Exactly. And there's this, and I have that video saved, and I'm gonna show it. I think it'll be okay if we show it. But another creator showed it, and there is a profiler. I don't know if he's a profiler. I can't remember what he said on the video because I was so shocked at what he was saying. Was that he is going to keep working on her interviews and her case, and her part in the case. And if he can, he's going to get enough evidence to have it reopened. So he is doing all kinds of analysis and stuff on the case. And I was like, oh my God, would that not be awesome? Because there's things in there that should have been addressed and should have been investigated that wasn't. And he said if he can prove that, because I guess that's what he does for a living, he said he could present it for the case to be opened again. So I will show that video on here pretty soon. Ocean probably, right? Right, all of them. Yeah, because there was more than one. Yeah, because like for a while nobody knew how he was taking her out to eat without Shanann catching on, because he was, she's going to know when he spends money on their card, right? So how he was getting around that was he was using vendor. I guess they gave them vendor gift cards from different companies that came through, and they would give them gift cards to go eat on, and that's what he was using. He was using those to take Nicole out. That's how Shanann didn't know until he didn't have a choice. He ran out of them and he had to use his card. Right? There's no time frame on murder. Right. But I've heard that stuff for years, so it's never going to happen. She's been protected by big money, in my opinion, and some of the law. She is, but I don't know. I have a feeling that it might. I've been having a feeling about, like, on the 10th anniversary, there's going to be something that is going to happen. I've been getting a lot of 10s around this case. So I'm hoping on the 10th year that there is something that they can, because the guy was saying there's more technology now, there's more ways to get into stuff, and they are correct about they didn't have the means to get into that technology, but they do now. He said they were not, fibbing about that. That is true. So I'm hoping though that if they're able to do that, actually get into it. And it may not be what we want it to be. She may not get charged with what we want, but even if she got charged with something that was accessory or or after the fact, or disposing of the bodies or whatever. Even if she got something along those lines, it would be lying, perjury. I mean, she lied. I don't know, it would be called perjury, but she could have been lying to law enforcement, because she lied a lot to them. She told them that they didn't communicate, only through email and on the phone. And then she turns around and talks about them using Skype. Well, you just said you didn't have no more communication with Chris other than those two things, but you have Skype. But then the detective never said to her, "Oh, I thought you didn't have any other forms of communication, so you use Skype." But he never addressed it. He just let it go. I've showed her that he was clearly not. Yes. See, she was not. See, that's a lie. I don't believe she told him, go and try to work it out with your family, go and try to work it out with your wife. I don't believe she pushed him back and told him to take time to do that, because you don't tell somebody that and then plan with them the next week, the same week that his wife is going to be back in town, to go apartment hunting. When are you going to have time to go apartment hunting with your girlfriend if your wife is back in town? The only time you would have time for that is if your wife wasn't around. I mean, what made her think he was going to have time to go do that after work? He wasn't going to have time to go do that after work. He had to carry his butt home. So I don't know when she thought they were going to have time, unless in her mind they wouldn't have to worry about that. I mean, you don't tell somebody to go work on their marriage if you plan on helping them the next week find a place to live. You know what I mean? 100% he should. Absolutely. Right. 100%. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did. He helped. Yep. I agree. So that's why I think, I mean, she knew Shanann was going to be back that week. And if you thought that they were getting a divorce, then all of a sudden she's going to have a baby. I mean, none of that made sense, because she's like, I didn't know anything about the baby until they went missing. Well, that's not true, because we know she stalked her Facebook. So, I mean, so many things there she lied about. So many. So what we're going to do is go back to the video. We're trying to finish. I got to bring it up here, but we are about halfway through this video. We're about halfway through it. So this is the one by herself, because I really want to eventually get to the one with her dad in there. Y'all will be surprised at what her dad looks like. I was kind of surprised. I was expecting somebody different than he was. But we're going to get to that one too. But this is the same one that we were looking at before, and she's talking to the psychologist or counselor or whoever it is that the sheriff department or the detectives thought she needed counseling. They were treating her, in my opinion, like the victim. And so they were giving her all of the things. She was not in witness protection. I know that for sure. She was called a protected witness, which is different. That's what they said. She was a protected witness. She was not in the witness protection program. She was a protected witness. They also said on another channel that I was watching that really did deep dive into Nicole Kessinger, she never did change her name. It stayed the same. And she did not have a baby. That was not true either with Chris Watts. So I think those might have just been rumors that got started about the baby, but we will see. But we're going to go over here to what? I'm going to put you in the corner. Start. Yeah, I do. See, I do my tags in where it says make your tags. I do them in the description. When you're setting up your video details in the studio, I put my tags there. Because that's where it says set your tags up. So that's where I put them. I don't put them in my description. I put them in the where it tells you to in the video tab. So they're there. They're just not in my description. Yeah. Where's my video? Hold on. As a matter of fact, I did like 10. Yeah, I got you, Megan, cfowls, Progressive Patriot, Chris Watts, True Crime, Watts Murders, and Nicole Kessinger. They are under tags in your video details. That's where I put mine. But they're not in the description page, like the description where you tell what your live is going to be about. I don't put them there. I put them actually where it says tag, video tags in the description underneath, show me more. And then you go down and it gives, that's where I put my tags in it. I will take a picture. I'll take a picture. I'll show you. Hold on. You probably know where I'm talking about though. Let me take a picture and I'll put it in the chat so you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay. Then you'll know, because I keep telling you that, but I don't think you're like, what? What the is she talking about? Okay, now go look at that and you'll see what I'm talking about. Well, why is it there then if it doesn't work? Because it will show in the blue next time. Okay. Okay, I'll try it. I'll try it your way next time. Okay. I can go in and change it now in the description. I can do that. I'm pretty sure I can. I'm pretty sure. Oh, this fucking microphone gets on my hold on. Hold on. Get off of there. There we go. Okay. There. Okay, I put him in there. See if you see him. See if you see him. See if you see him. Okay. I know. Did you see what I was talking about? Yeah. I don't know. That's where I was been taught to put them. Okay, I'll try your way next time. Okay. Thank you for not putting me in the corner. I appreciate you. Would you get up there and be quiet, sir? Oh my goodness, tomcats. Okay, let me bring this up so we can see it. Okay, I put them in there. Okay, sweet. No, I'll put more in next time, but since I'm in the middle of the live, I thought I'd just put weird. Put them in there now, and then I'll put more in there next time. Yeah, it is weird. I don't know why would they tell you to put them there if they're not going to show up. I mean, it says tags right here. I don't know. It is weird. Yes, weird, 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 weird. Okay, so let's go over here. Here we go. Okay. So this is where we're starting off, where she's talking to her about working, how she's lost both her jobs. Wah, wah, wah. Nobody cares. Because she's a victim, remember? So here we go.
That is a good testament to what a good worker you are. And through all this, you kept going to work, you kept doing your job, you were responsible towards your agency, you informed them about what was going on, you did everything you needed to do.
There's a ton of things people are gonna hire me. I have a feeling that trying to get by for the next like 5 or 10 years is about to be real.
Okay, well, I think that thinking that way is going to be a little self-defeating. So let's try to take care of what we can take care of and try to build things up for you so that you have the most positive prospects for the future.
So I just don't even know where to start. Like, I have friends that can give me a referral, but what I don't want to do is have my friends give me a referral and then they see the news and then they are very taken back. And I think some people would be kind of upset if I asked them for a referral prior to the news breaking. You almost feel like waiting till it breaks to like try to approach people.
Well, have you tried thinking about like a temporary agency or someplace? You know, like Kelly Girls. I mean, I know they don't pay well, but something like that. And I know it's probably well below your skill level.
She is really worried about her reputation, isn't she? Maybe she, right? Or she wouldn't get in trouble, right? Because he would tell her when she told him, uh, and this is one of the big things that they said was that she um, gave Chris an ultimatum, right? It's them or me. And I believe she did that because she's also made the comment, well, I'll always be second place. Well, of course you will. Yes. Yes, you will be. Even if you was his first wife and you had kids, you would still be second because the kids come first. So you will always be second. Yes, you will. And I guess in her mind, if they were gone, she wouldn't be second anymore because there would be nobody there to be second to. So if people are saying she gave him an ultimatum, that's what's in the book that the cellmate wrote about. I would tend to believe that because she made the other comment about would always be second. So I would definitely believe she gave him an ultimatum. What do y'all think she would have gave him one? Do you believe that she gave him an ultimatum? Thank you, Eve. Thank you. Thank you. Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even if she was his first wife and they had kids together, she would still be second. Right? So get over it. You're never going to be anybody's number one if kids are involved. So, and you shouldn't be. So, I would tend to believe the ultimatum. I believe she did. Yeah, I do too, Ronnie. I believe she did. That's 100% believable. You know, because you don't make that comment um, without meaning something drastic. I'll always be second because who wants to hear that all the time? You know, every time he walks in the door and he's like, well, I got to go or it's his weekend with the kids, and you can just hear her, well, it's always about the girls. I mean, she would always be whining. She would always be whining about that. He would always have issues every time he went to get his girls and Nico. She would always gripe and complain. I can just hear it now. Because he had to give them attention. You know what I mean? She probably did. I don't think that she ever planned on actually staying with him, but she had to make sure her contract was finished. We talked about that too. We talked about the contracts being finished. So got to put the pressure on him so he can take the fall. Yeah, because we talked about how as soon as this happened, the contract was over. So that's odd that this would happen right when the contract is over. Just listening to her, she said, yeah. Mm-hmm. And whiny bossy. It's bad enough to be bossy, but then to be whiny bossy, it would be like listening to a freaking chalk scratch, clawing on a chalkboard, fingernails on a chalkboard. That's what it'd be like listening to her when she whines. A creaking door, just like, what the?
I don't know. I'll probably go back to the oil field at some point. Most of those people are a bunch of societal outcasts, so it might work.
Were you
Really?
happy? Huh? Were you happy when you worked there?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Do you hear that? She called the people that. Okay, all the people that work in the oil field are societal outcasts. Did y'all know that? That's what Nicole Kessinger just said. So they're outcast. That's why she likes doing it. Okay. I'm sure all the people in the oil field appreciate that description. Sure.
Sometimes not,
But
but
it wouldn't be torture to go back to that.
no, that's all I know.
So it sounds like that's a good fallback, at least until all this gets resolved a little bit.
I mean, if people hire me. It's hard to get a job out there as it is because I'm a woman.
Yeah.
I don't think you can do it.
They should hire you with just women.
Well, you have the history that shows otherwise. And that goes a long way. So I understand that Agent Quebec has a copy of your lease. So I'll talk with your landlord and see where we can get, as far as getting you out of that.
I heard you knocking.
Hey.
I heard you knocking.
I was like, oh, she's playing the video. She won't see me back here now.
Yep. Everything blew up in their faces because of Shanann's friend. Yep. And it wasn't just from the stuff I read. It wasn't just Nicole Atkins. It was two other friends also that kept calling and saying that something wasn't right. So
Who
yeah.
was I didn't remember that.
Christina was one of them, and the other one was Abby, I believe.
Oh, that reminds me, sis. Remember, I'm good friends with the chick who was going to do the original book years ago. Remember, I was booking her. I was like her manager for a couple of years, getting her on talk shows and stuff. Chrissy, they used to make fun of her with the big lips.
Yes.
She'd come on. She'd come on here.
She would?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, I'm laughing because there's this little bitty kitten that was born under my shed, and he's up here on the chair looking in the window at me. He's really tiny. He's white, creamy white with gray tip ears.
Another new one.
Yeah, the one that had kittens under here, she stayed, and she had more kittens, and now they're just out. There's like 4 of them out there. But yeah, that would be cool if she would come on.
I'll text her, and then next time we'd probably have to plan it out a couple days. But yeah, she'd come on here. Let's get her on your channel next.
Is she the one that had the threats for a while?
Mm-hmm. Chrissy.
She
I
was the
think
one.
she was engaged to David, if I'm not mistaken, for a
Yes.
while.
Yeah, I remember her. Yep.
Yeah. And she was talking to Chris Watts quite a bit, and she was supposed to help get the book out while they were both locked up.
Right. Yeah, I remember her. Yep.
Yes, and then they started getting people to threaten her. She's a really, really sweet girl. We're really good friends.
I
I
remember
know
her. Yep.
some people don't really agree with what she was doing, but at the same time, she didn't do anything different than any of us did. She just
No,
got further with it.
she was just doing it a different way. I mean,
Yeah.
trying
Mhm.
to achieve the same goal.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
for like she does have a history like most of us women who have come from abuse. She gets with the wrong guy, so I do think she loved David at first, and then as she got deeper into it, got pulled into it, I think she started realizing, yeah, this isn't cool. Because then she
Yeah.
started talking to people privately, and like, okay, I've been told this. Like, what do I do? So
Yeah. Yeah. And they didn't get together, did they?
no,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I believe Jim. Yep. Eve, I believe he did too.
But he
Okay.
messages me here and there as well, but I just don't reply back.
For
David Carter.
oh, he replied. He sends you messages.
Oh yeah, he'll hit me up every once in a while, like, "Hey, how you doing?" And the last time he hit me up like 2 months ago, and I completely forgot who the fuck he was. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, oh shoot,
Oh
yeah."
yeah, who are you? See, like Mark put in the chat about, are we in 2018 again? Because have you noticed a lot of stuff is coming back? There's a lot of channels that are talking about it now.
You know what? You
Again.
made me realize that because I've been looking. I'm like, are people really like still into this? And yeah, they
Mhm.
stinking are, and
Yeah,
all the more power to them.
and I think it's just because Nicole Kessinger she didn't get charged or didn't even
Yeah,
get looked at. And people have a hard time. I mean, we all look on here and we know what we see. We all see it. We all see what they didn't look at. They just, even though Chris um, pled guilty, that why would you stop investigating if you thought somebody else was involved, even if he pled guilty?
well, yeah, we don't like how any of that went on. Remember, he was having weird visitors all the time. Why they had
Yeah,
to go back like 2 or 3 times and make him confess all over again. It's weird. So
yeah,
she's either her or, well, you'll get to that part, but I think her dad is tied somehow to the law, either feds or something. Because remember, I think it's the next video you said you're going to show, so I'm actually excited for that one. But and that's also why I was getting on you for your tags too, because I see everyone's talking about it again, or still, maybe it's still, but I just noticed it the other day when I looked. I was like, what is she doing? And no one's paying attention to Chris Watts, but no, I'm wrong.
yeah,
It's fucking
yeah.
huge again.
Yeah, because they're talking about his girlfriend that he wants to get married to and he wants to have a kid.
So that's legit. I haven't watched a lot of stuff.
A lot of people are talking about that. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
And
get there probably, right? Yeah.
I'm trying to make sure this cat does not get up here. There's a little bird's nest up there. She's
Hi,
built a
Evie.
nest in a tall thing. And I'm
Hi,
trying to
Ronnie.
make sure she does not get up there and get that little bird nest.
Aw.
Yeah. She's, you better not. You better not. I'm watching you. She's on the rail looking up. I don't know why the little bird is up there, like, peeping out. Maybe he's getting ready to fly out of the nest.
Everyone's just hanging out in your she shed.
Yeah, just hanging out. I have all kinds of critters that hang out over here. But I also have come across a video of Nicole Kessinger You remember when she called in and posed as her cousin,
Yes.
and
Yes, because we
everybody
compared
knew
that
it
to the
was
call
her?
I had with her. Yep. Yep. I
I
remember that.
came across it, and
You
it
found
is
that?
yes, it is
Okay.
ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
Mia's channel has been removed for community guideline issues, but uh I messaged her on TikTok. She's on the TikTok now. Just because her
Okay,
channel was taken, she must still have her videos. I'm not sure how that works, but
okay.
I know it was her channel um where I called NK. I'm almost positive. But then I found Tanya Hagen's channel. I was looking up, like I said earlier, like, is everyone still
Wow,
watching Chris Watts? Then Tanya Hagen pops up. Special guest Cher and Mia.
wow. She quit. She hasn't been on her channel forever either.
No,
Does she have a channel anymore? I don't
no,
think
I'll
she.
talk to you privately, but I knew
Okay.
that was coming to an end. A lot of hate started to come in there, and they were, of course, contacting her husband, contacting her family until her family
Oh,
said no more. Or her husband
yeah.
basically said, nah, no, you can't do this no more. It was causing issues, and you
Well, I
know,
don't blame me. I don't blame her for stopping for that reason.
no,
Yeah.
it sucks. She really, like, well, we know how the hate and the bashing goes, but Tanya, of all people, did not deserve that whatsoever.
No.
One of the
No.
sweetest, kindest people I've ever met.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know she was even a little shy because once me and her became friends, she was giving me every once in a while, call this person, call this person. You're just so good at.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think part of what happened with her is the certain person that she used to go on her channel, who no longer
Mm,
has a channel anymore. Uh,
hmm.
do you know who I'm talking about?
I think so. I'll put it in private chat because
Okay.
there was some issues with me and that person as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Did she have the same name as you but spelled different? That's who I'm thinking of.
No,
Okay.
she had. She used to set her background used to be pink and blue, and uh,
Huh.
she ghost hunted a little bit,
Okay. Just
and
tell me
I
later
can't
privately.
remember her first name.
Okay.
I can't remember her first name.
It might come to you and then just tell me private.
Okay. Okay. Checking on that little bird. He's
You gotta
okay.
get a hold of Eli. So you and Eli are gonna go. Are you guys starting your podcast tomorrow on Chris Watts, or you guys
I
gonna
don't
go with
know
one?
if I mean I don't know what his schedule is. I know he works, and so
Yeah.
we were gonna do it. Started on John Benet Ramsey is what we were gonna start.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys should get on that. I'm gonna call
That's
Eli later and tell him.
that's what we were gonna do it on, but I know he's been busy, so I haven't been bothering him with it.
No, you just gotta bother him. You just gotta put your foot down and kind of be like the
Just
big
gotta-
sister / mom with him. Just be like,
yeah,
okay, next week you pick the day. We're starting this. Let's go.
we're doing this. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what
So
me and Casey
that's
did. We were just like, so when we start, and I was like Monday because me and Casey both really like Theo Vaughn,
yeah.
and Theo Vaughn's is called This Past Weekend, and he was asked, why did you name it that or whatever? And he goes, because I started on a Monday. And so that's why I told Casey like, should we just start on Monday?
Yeah, yeah. Um, I thought John Bonet because uh, there has been some stuff come out
Yeah.
recently
Yep.
about him, about John Ramsey. So I thought, and the DNA, they've been doing DNA testing too
Yeah.
on that case.
I can't wait for you guys to start that conversation because I have a lot to say on that whole situation. I know a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people think Burke did it, but I'm not there. I've noticed some weirdness with John. For a while I thought maybe the mom did it, but I don't think that. Me and Mark watched something where we actually were questioning how Patsy
Yep.
like actually ended up dying, the way that John worded it in this one thing we watched almost seemed like maybe he held a pillow over her face. No, he didn't say that,
Yeah.
but we were getting like
Yeah.
vibes like, interesting.
Mm-hmm. Because she's
But
supposed to have had cancer, correct?
yes. So I was like, oh, maybe it's karma for what you've done.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
however, you can't ignore the pictures of Ghislaine Maxwell at the same, like she's pictured with Patsy. And
Yeah.
yeah, John just, in more recent interviews, it like hit me. He gave me Don Wells vibes.
Yeah. And
And
the
I'm
whole
like,
pageant scene is like those people. You're gonna hang around those same types of people. You know what I mean? And
yeah. I don't know
they're
why anyone would enter their kids in there, but Patsy used to
yeah.
be a beauty queen or something, so she entered her daughter. But you know what kinds of people are watching that. When you're prancing 5-year-olds in bikinis and ballroom gowns and caked on makeup, you're catering to a distinct type of person, in my opinion.
Right. Yep. Yep. And the other thing that bothered me was, um, Bert didn't get the attention that she got
Right.
because she was in all those pageants. She always had to have her hair done, and she always had to have new dresses, and she was always going to whatever rehearsal or practice or prop or studio, whatever she needed to get done. So I'm
Mhm.
sure he was neglected in that kind of way.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. And he has like some kind of weird, like, not weird, sorry. He has like a disability or something, or is it Asperger's,
Yeah, he has
which is what
something
Chris
like
Watts had?
yeah. I
Yeah.
kind of I kind of get weird things about him,
Yeah.
but we're going to go through the case and maybe see what jumps out at us. But the house
Yeah.
is still not sold,
Right.
so no,
Hmm.
the house sold after they moved out of it, and then nobody lived in it, and then a developer bought it, and then they never did anything with it. I think it sold twice, 2 or 3 times,
Okay.
but nobody lives in it, and it's never been redone.
And the Watt house, that was sold as well recently, right?
So it was sold, and then was sold in 2024, I
Okay.
believe. And then in 2025 is when the Millers who lived there got into their uh, argument, their DV.
Oh.
They ended up, let's see, I got it right here. So it sold for $650,000 on October 17th, 2024. It was listed as 775,000 before they
Damn.
reduced it to 650. The first time it sold was November 2022, and it sold for 600,000.
November 22nd, 2022.
Yes, November. It doesn't give me a November date. It just says
okay.
November 2022, and
Okay.
it sold for 60,000. Then the second time it sold was October 17th, 2024, and that's, I believe that's when the Millers bought it.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
that
they
house
bought it.
has bad juju in it, so the
Yeah.
DV in there is kind of crazy. I think that place was haunted. Weren't they
Yeah.
talking about demolishing it? I heard, but I guess not.
Man, it's a $600,000 house. I think the bank doesn't want to, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's sold twice, and I think it's just sitting there now.
Yeah.
I think
Interesting.
it's just sitting there now. Yeah. But in my opinion on that is the couple that bought it, she very much knew what she was buying. I think she did it on purpose. I think she wanted the house because it was the Watts house.
Yeah.
It took them like a year or two to buy the house. They had to go through a bunch of stuff to get that house.
I was gonna say maybe they lowered the price because someone really wanted it, and they're like, "Well, we know what happened here, family massacre." Or
Yeah.
I know some places have to let people know. I know some people think this is funny, but I don't. I don't. They have to let buyers know if it's rumored to be haunted.
Yeah, they have
And
to
I know
disclose.
that they have to do price cuts
Yep.
if that.
Yep. And so I think she knew. I think she wanted it because of that.
Yeah.
That's
Of
what I
course.
think.
Yeah, she probably wanted to do content in there, and everyone would tune in at Chris Watts' house.
And she said she did this long statement about how that's not why she wanted the house, just because she wore black shirts with the shoulders out like Shanann did doesn't mean she wanted to be like her. That all girls, young girls in California wore shirts like that. And she just went on. I mean, she just went through a whole long thing about it. And
Yeah.
I was like, wow, you're protesting much for
Right.
for not.
Kind of wondering if somehow whoever buys it would be tied to NK or NK's family.
Right.
But I guess we won't know.
Yeah. No. So now they're selling, and you could tell. And I'm not putting anybody down about their taste or where they buy their stuff, because you buy what you can afford, and that's just how that is. But
Yeah.
Shanann furnished that house by how that house looked. Like Shanann's furnishings matched it. It matched that fancy of a house. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
they looked like they would go there. When I looked at the Miller's house, I was like, well, the furniture and stuff didn't look as upscale as the house.
Interesting.
And that's just my opinion. I mean,
Her family probably took all of the furniture and everything and sold it off or something.
oh yeah, Shanann's family come and got all the stuff.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Like, why would
they
you
brought
want it?
they brought a moving truck, and it was all loaded up.
Of course they did.
Yeah, so they come and emptied the house out, but the furnishings that the Millers put in there was not, in my opinion, not along the lines of what Shanann put in there. And I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying that is a huge house to put furniture in.
And all the money on the house and had no way to furnish it.
Right. Yeah. And I get it. I understand that. I mean, I'm not saying anything bad about it. I'm just saying you could tell the difference in the style you need, techniques, and the taste and stuff. Like Shanann knew how to decorate and buy furniture for that caliber of a house. And
Oh, yeah.
And make
how
it
to live out of their means very well.
Yeah. Yeah. And but this chick, she was just like, she put in there, now I got this fancy house, now I'm just gonna put this this stuff in here. Yeah. I guess I should be nice. See, I think she want to be a Shanann too. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds that way. I don't know really much on that part, but I'm going to look it up now. But it does sound like it because I mean, she for sure knew what happened in that house. What kind of wife or mother, who knows? Hopefully she didn't have kids trying to do that, but like, who wants to move their family in that?
Yeah. And she, there's, you can see it from the body. There's body cam footage from when they go in there for the domestic call, when they go in there, and you can see the furniture and kind of stuff in there. You'll be able to see it just through the body cam.
Oh, I haven't seen any of that. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, but she, I mean, in his defense, and I'm not defending anybody that does domestic violence. I will not. But in his defense on there, it does look like she does what he says she did. and it falls back on the daughter. I guess he works off, so he was gone, and the friend come and stayed with his wife and the kids, but she's married. She goes and stays with, I don't know her name, Miss Miller. She goes and stays with Miss Miller because that's her best friend. And the little girl goes and knocks on the bedroom door, and they won't let her in. They're in there together, and they will not let her in, and the door is locked. And the little girl tells her dad when he comes back home. Now, I admit the cameras upstairs are creepy. If you're using them in the attention of you're keeping an eye on your kids because you're way downstairs and they're upstairs, I get that too. I get that. But that's how he knew. That's why he said, I seen her, you kiss her on the cheek or her kiss you on the cheek or something like that. And he even shows it to the police officer that's talking to him, that has the body cam. So in his defense, that doesn't give you a right to do what you did, but he probably really did see that. So that doesn't mean do what you did, though, right? Wonder if the Watts purchased the home with the stage. No, because some of that, Ronnie, is from her old house in North Carolina. Because if you look at, there's some pictures of Shanann, and I've been going through a lot of stuff. And I got this from Shine Light Shanann. She did pictures of her house that she bought by herself. And some of that furniture, like the mirror, that silver odd-shaped mirror, it was in the other house. The black furniture was in the other house. Some of those sculptures were in the other house. But a lot of the big heavy furniture stayed with that other house. Like the bed that her and Chris have is not the same bed she had in North Carolina. But some of that, it wasn't a whole lot of stuff, but some of it went. Like there was a chair that I recognized from there. It's not a whole lot of stuff, but some of it. But they had that house built, so I don't think it would have been staged because they chose that house. They did the floor plans and everything. They had it built. Yeah, that she had both of them built. The one in North Carolina, she had it built, designed and built, and the one in Colorado, they had designed and built. Because there's a picture of her and Chris standing out there by a for sale sign on an empty lot. And it's one of her Facebook posts. It's like they're going to start on our house next week or something. So it was just a lot when they bought it. Right.
Wow. Most people don't get to build one house of their dreams in their life. She got two or three.
Ronnie. Yeah. No, that's okay, Ronnie. You're good. Yeah.
Oh, you'll learn, Ronnie. Yes, don't stick around. You'll learn. Sis, I'll be right back, like 5 minutes.
Sure. Yeah, no problem, Ronnie. Yeah. Now the big furniture like that was in her house she had built in North Carolina. A lot of that she didn't bring. Like she had like a bed. It was kind of odd. I've never seen a bed like it, but it looked like I've seen them now, but it's like a board with the underneath of it's kind of in, and it goes around underneath where you lay on it. That's the kind of bed she had. It was kind of different. But I did notice some pieces. Like, I guess there was like certain pieces she really loved and wanted to keep or something. I'm not really sure. But yeah, they built that house in Colorado too. Yeah. Woo! I'm still learning, Ronnie. I am still learning. That's why I said I've been going through a lot of videos, and the stuff I didn't catch the first time, And I think too, like if you're not a creator, like I wasn't a creator when the Watts happened, uh, I think you don't notice as much because as a creator, you're trying to pick up on stuff and write stuff down, and you're looking for specific stuff that you want to go back and talk about. And I think that's now that I'm a creator, that's what I'm doing. I'm kind of like, oh, I didn't notice that before. Listen for that. You know what I mean? So, man, this case is like, it's just crazy how much information. And that just still blows my mind about, for such a short case, there's so much information. It's just so much information. So many people covering it. It's a rabbit hole. It is. All right, let's go back over here.
And then I have a list of, finally, I have a list of referrals for you for therapists.
Thank you.
Thank
Did
you.
they approve it?
They haven't yet, but they said they should by the end of the day or early tomorrow. They just have to go through a procedure. You know, it's the government. Everything has a procedure. So it's just going through the procedure. But you could get started in the meantime, calling the therapist and just doing little interviews with them. You know, like we talked about, just making sure that it's somebody that you feel confident with and that you feel comfortable you can say anything to.
Understood.
And then I would also ask them, just because I know you have a hard time sleeping and I know that this bothers you all the time, that you could wake up in the middle of the night having some issues, you want to also talk to the therapist about what kind of after-hours support you could get. You know, do they have an emergency line or somebody that you can talk to if it is 4 o'clock in the morning and you haven't been able to sleep all night? And if you need some help making those phone calls.
I really don't think she's as tore up about it as they think she is. This lady has the perfect voice for a therapist. She has that calming, I'm going to talk to you, you know, kind of help you out voice. You know, she does have the right voice for that job, but she isn't tore up like this lady thinks she is. I think she sleeps fine when she goes home. If she doesn't sleep fine, it's because her plans got messed up, not because Shanann and the babies aren't here. It's because her plans got messed up. She does need to be arrested 100%. 100%. And it only gets worse with her. It only gets worse with her. You know, and I think that's, like I said before, I think that's why this case keeps people going back, because I don't feel there is justice. Like, do I think Chris is where he needs to be? Absolutely. He is where he needs to be. 100%. But I think needs to be other people there too.
Sloppy Joe and I can help you.
Thank you. Okay. Sounds like a plan. Just keep doing everything you need to do every day. There's nothing else to do.
I know you're feeling pretty overwhelmed, and it just seems like it's
Getting
piling up.
Piling up.
Yeah. And you know that we are here for you. So you do have support.
Because you're such a
The
victim.
media came to my house, left a letter, like old crinkly envelope and a piece of journal paper that was all crumpled, handwritten
Really?
and chicken scratch. Like, oh, I went to today's show, you should call me. It's like, why would I do that in the first place? But even then, like the lack of professionalism that my family is seeing from these news reporters is absolutely ridiculous.
And you're just ignoring them.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have my phone number yet. They still haven't found it.
Why is that important? Why is that even important They're so unprofessional. Uh, really? I wonder if the victim can tell that she's wasting her time. Yeah, I wonder that too, Ronnie. I wonder because she has to be the victim's advocate, like you said. That's her job. She has to help the victim, which she is not a victim. And just say she is totally innocent. How is she, even if she's totally innocent, how is she a victim? Why would they still treat her like a victim? Because they think she's a victim of him because he didn't tell her the truth? I mean, a victim to me is a little bit more than you were dating a married man and now um, he didn't do anything to hurt you. Not that, you know what I'm trying to say? What constitutes her being a victim? What are they basing her being a victim on? The first case that got me in true crime on YouTube. That's how I met Cher, Mark, Tammy, and Unjustified. Yep. We love Miss Kim.
Oh, Mama Kim, sorry, I'm like scrubbing the toilet as I go live.
What?
I was scrubbing the toilet clean when I joined the live.
Oh,
Then you add me and I'm flushing the toilet.
oh, you're all right.
That's
Yeah,
what we
but
think about NK.
huh?
That's what we think about NK.
That's right. But I wonder what she thinks too, Ronnie, because does she suspect her just a little, or does she not know anything about the case? Does she only know what they come and tell her? Hey, she was dating a married man and he murdered his family. Is that all is that all the information she gets to know, and that she just has to go with that, or does she know all the information like they do? Be interesting to know how much the victim's advocate person, how much they're told when they're asked to go talk to somebody.
Well, that's good, and you're not at your home,
No.
and your dad's pretty good about saying no and walking away.
Yeah, they're contacting everybody. There's so many people reach out to me. The media called me today.
And, you know, all I have to say is that they don't know anything about it, and they don't have any comment,
That's what I told them.
just I don't want to talk to you, or whatever.
no
Wait a minute.
comment,
She
or you
just
don't know.
said they don't have her phone. Didn't she just say they don't have her phone number? And now she just said they called me. Let me go back to that. Okay, let's start here.
Handwritten and chicken scratch. Like, oh, I went to today's show, you should call me. It's like, why would I do that in the first place? But even then, like, the lack of professionalism that my family is seeing from these news reporters is absolutely ridiculous.
And you're just ignoring them.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have my phone number yet. They still haven't
Okay,
found
she
it.
just said they don't have my phone number yet. Didn't she just say that?
Can you replay that, sis? Sorry, I was talking to the girls.
Place. But even then, like, the lack of professionalism that my family is seeing from these news reporters is absolutely ridiculous.
And you're just ignoring them.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have my phone number yet.
Okay, they don't have my phone number yet. Okay, now wait and see what she says in a minute.
They still haven't found it.
Well, that's good, and you're not at your home,
No.
and your dad's pretty good about saying no and walking away.
Yeah, they're contacting everybody. There's so many people reach out to me. The media called me today.
And, you know, all I have to say is that they don't know anything about it, and they don't have any comment,
That's what I told them.
just I don't want to talk to you, or
Yeah,
whatever.
no comment, or you don't know, and I was like, you don't have to talk to them. It's like, you don't have to call them back, you don't owe them anything. Just send me love and support. I haven't said anything else. I don't really know what else to say.
No, that's good.
But I had to do it with a lot of people, and it wasn't something I wanted to do. I was trying to avoid that situation, but I've just been like inundated with phone calls and texts about it. So I was like, all right, talked to my dad, and I was like, do we do damage control on the rest of these people so that they're prepared or not? And he was just like, yeah, we'll do it. So I just called like my closest friends, and I didn't say anything about the case or that I was a witness. I just told them, like, hey man, I need you to do this for me. Like,
Okay, she's a witness. Okay, that says, that means a lot. That if you're a witness, you see something. A witness, you witnessed it. So you can't be a witness, NK, unless you saw him do it. So you're not a witness unless you saw him murder his family. So do y'all know of any other type of witness there is besides one that actually see it happen? I mean, what's the definition for witness? Just saying.
me at the door asking questions, just tell no comment. Please take all the pictures that you have of us off of social media. I love you and I'm safe. And I didn't break any laws.
Yes, you did.
Well, because they start freaking out. Like, what did you do? And I'm like, no, it's okay.
Okay, so your friends wouldn't ask you what did you do if they thought you was not that type of person. Your friends aren't going to say, what did you do, if they don't think you're capable of doing anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, some friends would say that.
Yeah. And she's a witness. Okay, a witness means you saw it happen.
Okay, Fred Hill.
Huh?
I said, okay, Fred Hill.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Jody Sue.
Mm-hmm.
Help me, please. So,
Yeah.
I'm so far.
Well, let me talk about that, how you believe that your friends and your family would, at least for a while, be supportive, not knowing anything, just knowing that you needed their love and support.
I mean, it's been 4 days that they've been searching for me and they haven't found me yet. I'm sure they will eventually, but I think 4 days is not a bad start.
I think you're right, and
they still haven't found my phone number.
And you do have a plan. You have the plan to just say no, to hang up, don't answer the door, don't answer the phone. You'll have caller ID, so you know if it's your family or your friends. And you have a voicemail that they can leave a message and just say what they want. If it's family, everybody else you can just ignore. You don't have any obligation to talk to any of them.
Right.
Oh, she's talking about the media.
Where is that?
Huh?
Is she talking about the media? It's
Media and friends and anybody, family, anybody calling her.
Okay.
In my opinion, I believe she helped on a lot. You know, I wonder about that because
oh, me too. What Chris said.
yeah, because
they had their hands on mine and I couldn't let go.
Yep.
What the fuck do you mean by that?
Yeah.
He's more than just NK. It's not.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what makes me think that too.
Like they had their hands on mine and I couldn't stop. And then in that same night, he says, I was just trying to think of how to keep my kids alive.
Right.
Don't kill them. Don't put them in oil. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, why would he say that and then go out there and do that?
Yeah. So
That's why I
Well,
have my
it was, he's talking about the demons. He talked about demons, but that's not what it feels like to me.
that's why I have my doubts about him doing that to them.
Yeah.
One of the reasons I have my doubts about that happening. That's one of my reasons is because of him saying that. That I have my doubts that he did that.
It's just like one task at a time. Every day is something else.
You got yourself in this. Why should we feel sorry
Here,
for
and they
you?
got my phone, so hopefully they can get what they need.
Good.
Hopefully it will help. I'm just trying to do everything I can, but at this point, it's like I don't even know what to do anymore. I like really want to just start taking care of myself and not everybody else. And
What?
I feel like it's just not happening.
Well, I think that's all you do have to do right now is take care of yourself. There's really no one else that you have to take care
Sure,
of.
Jim's taking care of her.
You know, let your friends, let your family take care of you. Let them offer you support. You're doing everything that we've asked of you. And you just need to now take care of yourself and get yourself through this. And let your family support you and let your friends support you. You don't have to take care of them. You've done what you need to do for them. You've told them, I'm in a situation in which I just need you to support me, unconditionally support me. And that's all the taking care of them that you need to do right now. There'll be plenty of time for the rest of your life to take care of people. Right now, you just need people to take care of you.
Well, if she takes care of people like she took care of this, everybody's in trouble.
I know I've asked you this before, but I'm going to ask you again. Are you still feeling like you're not thinking at all about suicide or hurting yourself?
No, I'm not thinking about any of that.
Okay, good. And you promise me you'll let us know if you start thinking that way?
I text you guys in the middle of the night every time I'm stressing out.
Okay, so you will. Okay.
I'm in trouble, so
Okay, because we want to be here to help you. We don't want this.
Huh?
I'm in trouble.
Ronnie. Gosh, she just chaps my butt. She would never do anything. What are we doing down there? Oh, she would never do any. Oh, hey, babies. Oh, she would never do anything that selfish. She loves herself too much. She would not.
To turn into another tragedy for you.
Understood.
Well, I didn't know what time you were coming in today, and I have another appointment that is coming in. So I'm going to do it.
You're not important, Nicole. See ya.
So that you're not sitting here all by yourself. Okay. Because it's not a pleasant room to be hanging out in.
No, not at all. Awkward. They have my phone, his phone's ringing, I'll just sit here. But
Oh, actually, I don't have to go and find out where he is.
We're trying to get your phones to work, but you don't remember your Google account?
I should, to be honest with you, it's like programmed into
Glitching,
my
What?
the two places I use it all the time and stuff.
Huh?
I didn't hear make up your Google account. Oh,
Say it again.
because we remember her Google account that long time.
You sound muffled. They are so cute. She left me. Okay. I couldn't hear her. She sounded muffled to me.
I don't
So the only way to transfer your contacts from that phone, from your iPhone to that phone is with your Google account.
I mean, if I need to, I know.
We're gonna print we downloaded them, so we have the file available. We can print it for you.
Can you do that? That
Yep,
would be nice.
but we can't move them because
That's okay.
your phone is essentially, you won't be able to download apps or anything like that without your Google account.
Okay.
So, but you do know it?
Do you know my Google account?
Yeah.
No, if I did, then we wouldn't be in this.
But do you have it somewhere else?
Yeah, I'm sure I could
Okay.
like reset it and figure it
So
out
what
at some point.
Just making sure you have a phone that's gonna be usable.
Yeah, I mean, I can make incoming and outgoing
Okay.
calls at this point. That's all I really care about.
So he's gonna download the messages that, uploaded when you redid your phone. So this shouldn't take too long.
Yeah, there's not much on there.
Yeah.
It's pretty short.
Should take just a few minutes and then we're done.
They're all like, they're not even on the right date, some of them. It's really weird how they're time stamped.
Okay.
Like there's one on there on the 13th and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that was a conversation. that-
Between you and Chris?
Yeah.
Have you known your phone to do that? Have you known your phone to give the wrong date of when you done something? That's weird. That's weird. I don't know about that. That's weird. Hi, Misdemeanor. Hi. How are you? Welcome, welcome. My phone has never done that. If I've done something on that day, my phone records it on that day. Hi, Dukes. That's kind of weird. Yeah, she's not right. She is no victim, and it's not bothering her. No, I agree. It is not. Mm-mm. It is not bothering her. Mm-mm. Hello.
Hey,
So I've
Oh,
never heard.
even my camera's on.
I've never heard of a phone do that. So I don't know if that's possible. I think she's telling another Porky Pig lie.
What was it? I missed it.
I can change the date and location, but it's only on edit. Right. You can do it, but your phone, like if you do something on the 12th, your phone's going to register it on the 12th, right? It's not going to register the wrong date. You can go in and change the date. Is that what you're saying?
Mhm.
I didn't know you could do that, actually. So, very weird.
Hi, Mr. Me.
We're talking about what Nicole said. Why is that weird? That is so weird. I hate it when StreamYard does that. See if I can fix it.
Can't change the metadata. Right.
Hate
I
it.
know about all that because it come up with that situation came up with Tim Mullen in Summer's case. So
Changing
we
the
think he
dates or
changed.
stuff.
yeah.
But you can't change metadata.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
You
Okay.
can't. And we saw where he changed the date and somehow Cursed with Curiosity was able to get the metadata and it didn't match. So it was pretty obvious that Mullen had gone in and changed the date. I can't remember exactly on what. It's been so long, but yeah.
Okay, listen
So
to
she
what
might have
she
tried.
says. Listen to what she says here. Let me go back. Okay.
It shouldn't take too long.
Yeah, there's not much on there.
Yeah.
It's pretty short.
Should take just a few minutes and then we're done.
They're all like, they're not even on the right date, some of them. It's really weird how they're time stamped.
Okay.
Like there's one on there on the 13th and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that was a conversation. that-
Between you and Chris?
Yeah, but it was like not that same day.
The
Like-
13th was a Wednesday.
Or the 12th, I don't even know.
All right.
It's
We'll
not in
look
the
at
right
it.
spot. They're
Okay.
not in the right spot.
Maybe the date on the phone's messed up. I don't know. I'll look at the phone and we'll see.
See, don't you think that's weird that she said that?
Yeah. She either changed the dates and she knows they're going to find them, or she's just straight up lying. And
Yeah.
she's probably not even thinking about the metadata.
That's just so weird for her to say that. Don't even say anything. Why even mention that?
But yeah, covering her ass.
Yeah.
So either they're going to see she was playing with the dates, or she didn't mess with the dates and she just doesn't want to get in trouble or something. But yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird that she said that.
Clearly that's on her
out
mind.
of order. Like, unless
Clearly we know what's on her mind. Already.
Yeah.
Gonna lie.
Lying and more lying.
Lie.
And conniving.
I'm confused, but I'm pretty sure the last text on there between me and him was actually probably somewhere in the middle of the text.
So when you say out of order,
Like, it's saying, oh, hey, this happened on, like, Tuesday, but really, I'm pretty sure that happened at a different point.
okay, all right. So
Only about
if
one.
it's
At a
critical,
different point.
we'll
I'm
talk
pretty
about it.
sure that happened at a different point.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so weird. So one is your phone say one thing and you're saying another. One of you's got to be wrong.
We can try. I'm sure people have done it, but I don't remember. But we can try that. Let's try that before next live. Let's, I don't know, take a picture or have a conversation, and we'll see if we can change it. We both have Android phones. I think the girls have an iPhone.
Yeah, I have an iPhone.
So you have an iPhone?
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, we can try it on both types of phones and see what happens. Maybe one lets you do a little more than the other. I don't know.
Yeah. Because Misdemeanor was saying you can change dates, but you can't change. See what she says right here. I can change the date and location, but it's only an edit. But you can't change metadata. Like Candace blurting nobody in, nobody out. We FFs one got it. Yeah, right. Yep. Like one driveway in, yep. Yep. They say stuff, and you find out when you're going back and watching videos and the cases and interviews and stuff, they'll say weird stuff like that points to their guilt. You know, it's like they leave little strands of truth spread out and all their junk of lies, and you kind of have to go through it and pick it out. You know, you gotta have to piece it together. I guess gotta be glad they're not totally lying, that they screw up and tell the truth.
I need to look at the text first, though, before I know.
Of course.
Okay.
Understood.
You probably want to go.
Yes, well,
Because you have your next, you have your next client coming in.
Thank you for your time, I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome, and I'll send you those therapists, and then, just get started and giving them a call and seeing who you think is gonna be a good fit for you. So at least we can have it ready, so that when the company says yes, you can get started right away.
Thank you.
And if you need any help making those calls, you start making them and realize you just can't do it on your own. Just call me, about Joe, or I can just call with you and be there with you while you make those calls.
Thanks.
Okay. And if you want to, try to give the guy from CDLE a call and talk with him.
I will definitely call him. That is on my priority list at this point. I just not on the top of it.
Yeah, no, I
Bitching
understand.
a lot all
I
of a sudden.
understand. And I'm sure he'll say it depends on what your contract says. So if you have your contract with them where your dad can get to it, it's probably at your house. If you can have it where your dad can get to it or something to get for you to send to him, that'd probably be really helpful.
I have it. It's all remote. It's all electronic.
Oh, okay, good.
I don't have to go back to the house at all.
Okay, good. Good.
I don't have to go back to the house at all.
Okay, good.
It's all electronic.
Oh, okay, good.
I don't have to go back to the house at all.
Okay.
So what house is she talking about she didn't have to go back to? Because she has a couple. She has a couple of houses. Hi, Claudia. Welcome,
Hi,
welcome.
Claudia.
Tomorrow is your birthday. Well, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy early birthday. So she has 2 houses.
And Kay does?
Yes, because I will tell you, I don't know if I can find it because I don't know. Remember, she might say it in one of these interviews because she talks about, she has the apartment where,
Where was that?
huh?
I think they just delivered it. Oh, sorry, sis.
She has the apartment where her and Chris did the nasty all the time. And then she said that when I don't know if it's here or the other interview, they ask her, does she have a place to go? And she says, I have a safe house. Well, it come out sometime afterwards that she had another house in another town. And I'm like, how does she have a house and an apartment? How can she afford that? So I thought that was weird. But according to her, she has a safe house somewhere. Why would you need a safe house?
Probably Jim's. Probably Jim's house.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, hold on, Claudia. Hold on. Oh, can you pause it for a minute? Nice. It's Claudia's birthday. Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Claudia. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
That was awesome. That was awesome. You got sung to by the beard of reason.
Yeah.
Nice, I know. It's demeanor. I like that face. Oh. All right, let's go listen to Hussy. Ho. I couldn't put ho on the description. I didn't think it would be very good for me. I probably would have got struck, so I didn't put that up there. I could have put a picture of a hoe.
What would it be? A picture of Candace Bly?
that might be okay to put a picture of the hoe. A hoe.
Oh, like a gardening hoe? What's my
Yeah,
part about gardening? Getting down and dirty with my hoe.
That's right. That probably would have worked. I could have got away with that.
I don't think she had 2 houses herself. I think one might have been Jim's or her dad's, maybe.
Probably. Because she says, I don't know where she says it, but she says, I have a safe house. What does this woman do? Yeah, she works for an oil company, but I don't know that she had 2 houses, but she talks like she does, That was a great happy birthday, yep. Claudia says, thank you, Mark. All right.
So much, Hazel.
And call me just anytime, okay? I'm for sure. Okay. Thanks, David.
All right, I'm gonna see where he's at. What else, anything else while we're here? That you can think of or you want to address or you remember?
Sometimes I feel like I remember stuff, but it's like vague, Like I'm like, I don't know.
And not everything's important, obviously.
Yeah.
I know I tried to get you to remember as much as I could because a lot of the stuff that you have told me over the last couple conversations is relative and it's important. And I appreciate you going back and looking at calendars and doing all that stuff. But stop thinking about this for a while. I think we've got everything. I don't think you can remember anything more. We've had a lot of conversations about this case. So just give yourself a break.
A break.
Go have dinner with one of your friends. And
go to the Lazy Dog and eat.
Nobody knows who you are.
Not yet.
So even better to make that happen. whoever you trust in.
That's hilarious. Nobody knows who you are. You're not that important, Nicole. Take your butt out to eat. You're not that important. Nobody knows who you are. She's so stressed out that somebody's going to know who she is.
Even though she wanted that, or else why were you Googling Amber Frey? Like, it doesn't make sense. Everything she was Googling does not add up to the way she's acting and the words coming out of her mouth.
Right.
It's two different things. Why are you Googling how you can be liked by being a mistress and Googling Amber Frey, but, and then you're, they've been trying to buy me for 4 days.
Mm-hmm. And your book, you're interested in Amber Frey's book.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was something about the public liking her. Why do people like Amber Frey or whatever? It was something weird.
Yeah. Yeah. I have it somewhere. I'll find it. Of the stuff she Googled. Yeah. She's so stupid.
Like Charlotte or whoever your other friends are, go have a normal night and not sit at your house and dwell on this. It might do you wonders, okay?
Are they gonna post anything if they don't find out anything? Because I'm just surprised they haven't.
About what?
Yeah, about me. I mean, it's been 4 days.
You know that they are dying to
This
find
is
out
what
who
she's
you are.
worried about. Your
They haven't even
boyfriend killed his entire
It's
family.
been 4 days.
Yeah, and she's the victim. She's worried about herself.
Yeah, you're just worried about the media and, oh, what will people write about me? Like, really? At this point, this is pretty fresh, and that's all me.
Yeah, that's what he's telling her. He's like, well, they don't know who you are at this point. That's what he just told her. They don't know go out and eat. They don't know who you are. You're not that important.
That probably actually hurt her soul.
It probably did. That's why I said it. I thought that was hilarious. I was like, that's kind of savage. He didn't say you're not that important. He just said they don't know who you are yet. It's not that, it's not that big of a deal yet. But you're making it one. And it's going to be, because now we talk about you all the time. How do you like that? You wanted it. We're going to give it to you. We're going to give you all the attention you want.
You got good friends.
Yes, I do.
So be thankful for that. And we've had this conversation. Is it, you said you're thinking about going somewhere else? Go.
I don't know when I'm going to do that. And can you guys help me with the name change? You like do that? I'm serious, please.
So I can't do anything for you. That's a legal process. It's really not that difficult. There's just paperwork that needs to be filled out. I think your best bet would just be to call.
She's asking for a name change, and it's been 4 days. There's a big difference between her and Amber. You're right. Huge difference between her and Amber. Yeah. She knows that her friends and family knows she's a hoe. So when the word gets out, she will know that, yeah, that's true. They know her. Exactly. That's why she just got through whining a few minutes ago and said, well, my friends are like, well, what did you do? Well, why would they make that statement? Why would the first thing they say to you is, what did you do? Well, you might, but probably because your reputation isn't that good. Probably because you have a reputation for doing shit you ain't supposed to do. Just saying.
Maybe ask an attorney to help you with that, or seek advice from, I don't even know who you call, honestly, but people change their name all the time when they get married. So it's probably the county clerk, but I think it would have to be at a state level to make a name change. But I don't know specifically how to do that. I don't.
Does that become public? Because that would defeat the purpose.
I don't know. I know it can be done. I just don't know how to do it, and I wouldn't even know who to reach out. I mean, I could find out and let you know, but I don't know how to do it. Like the witness protection thing is very, very rare.
I'm not expecting that.
Yes.
He's not going anywhere.
He's not going to hurt you, all those things. So.
No, I'm not expecting that. I don't even know. Like, sometimes I'm like, I just want to do it now, and I'm like, why? Because
But if you go to another
I
state.
feel like it would defeat the purpose. A part of me, I keep getting really scared that it's going to be really hard to find good employment for like a really long time, like years and years and years of my life. I feel like people aren't going to want to hire
If you go to another state, this is not headlines in that state. You realize that.
I mean, yeah, I do.
And if I do a background on you, you're a good employee. It doesn't come up that you dated Chris Watts and you're involved in this case. It doesn't work that way. So I wouldn't worry too much about that.
But, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like this is just like one of those things that if it goes to court, it's going to be like huge.
Well, I mean, it's national right now, but it's not like, it's not the theater event that happened in Aurora 7 years ago, right?
He's trying to make her, though, you're not that important. I mean, you're really taking it overboard on how your importance of this case. Right? She wasn't worried. She's sleeping with a married, going on trips, and right? She wasn't worried about being seen in the Lazy Dog, was she? She wasn't worried then. Surely not. Right. She is really, I forgot how stressed out she was about the media talking about her and stuff. I forgot how stressed out she was. And you don't know if it's because I think she's fishing for how much the media knows. And I think she's fishing for what they're saying about her. Like, because she doesn't know if people that know her have went to the media and said, I know her. She's capable of blah, blah, blah. Or she's done this, or she's done that, or she's been arrested before, or whatever. That's what bothers her. She doesn't know what people are going to the media and telling them to, like, get a story out there or to get paid or whatever. That's what she's worried about. She doesn't know what people have told the media. And so she's trying to fish for that. And he's like, the media doesn't know anything about you. Hilarious.
That everybody in the world knew about. It's not that. So certainly for you, you're under the microscope and you're feeling it. And nothing anybody can say can change that for you. So I get it. But I think you need to just step back for a minute, take a breath, figure out what you're going to do. Obviously, you have some very serious decisions to make over the next, couple of months.
I know. I'm trying to find out how to do all this without spending all my savings. Just saving up for a house, and I'm just like, damn it.
But at least you have savings to fall back on, too. A lot of people can't say that.
Yeah, that is true. Well, since they fired me, hopefully I can get unemployment for a little while so I can, get my mind right and go to therapy and then go back to work at that point, because I am not ready. So,
going back to work might be a good thing for you, though. Then sit and think about this every day.
I know. I agree with that. But finding a job is the big task. That's why I told her, she's like, why don't you reach out to some of your friends and get about a job?
Okay, well, here's my thing about that. So she's complaining that, oh my God, I don't have a job. Now it's going to take me forever to get one. And I don't know if people will hire me. Okay, well, you just said earlier the contract was going to be over anyway. So you were not going to be with a job anyway because the contract was over. So you would, you're going to be worried anyway that because your contract is over. But now you're milking this because you're saying they fired you because this happened and now you don't have a job. So I think she had 2 jobs, and one of them was a contract job and it was over, and the other one they fired her. But you already knew one of those jobs you wasn't going to have. So why are you acting like, oh my God, you knew you were going to be hunting a job anyway. So you should already have been hunting a job if you knew your contract was going to be over. You should have been searching already, is what I'm trying to say. This shouldn't be unexpected. Yeah, she's fishing. She wants to know what they want, what they know. Yeah, she is. Yep. Filling up the gaps with idle chatter or conversation as to make authorities think. Yeah, and she's so distressed. She's got to make them seem like she's so distressed, so upset. She was, and that's why they fired her. They knew she was. Yeah, they didn't want any of that publicity around them, for sure. And they probably figured she wasn't going to be working. You know what I mean? Like she's going to be calling in and all that kind of stuff. But one of those was a contract. The contract was ending, and she knew that job was ending. So she should be actively looking for a job anyway. But she's really milking it here like, oh, I got fired now. It's going to be hard to find a job. Well, you should have been job looking already because your contract was ending. So I would think as a normal contract worker, which you're used to doing, when you need to start looking for another job, right? Yeah, she's trying to be the victim. Yep. And they're treating her like one. They're giving her that. She's trying to be a victim and they're giving it to her. Just like she wanted it.
Well,
They don't know what's going on.
no, they don't now, but what I don't want is somebody to give me a reference and then they find out what's going on. I think that's really disrespectful.
I think you reach out specifically to an employer, not a person.
She's talking about disrespect, and she's sleeping with a married man and going into that woman's house and walking through her house, and she's worried about being disrespected. Really? After what you did, you don't want to be disrespected, but you disrespected Shanann when you went to her house and slept with her husband and camped out with her husband and rode in her car. But you don't want to be disrespected?
Thinking about the oil industry, but other companies like who you work for. I have this skill and I'd like to come to work for you.
I'm thinking about it. I was thinking about reaching out to some old employers. I've always been a really good employee to those people. Everybody when I leave is pretty disappointed. This is the first time I've ever been terminated from a job. So,
sometimes that can be tough to get over too.
it's hard. This was like the dream.
She acts like she doesn't know how to job hunt. She is full of shit. She is. She acts like she does not know how to job hunt. He's sitting there blabbing about how she needs to find another job. Like she doesn't know. Like she doesn't. Stop. Yeah.
Dream job. I feel awful about all of this. Like,
Oh, you
I
don't.
wanted that for so long to get out of the oil field. I was so tired of living on oil rigs. It's such a rough life.
Oh,
I just want to be in the office and work in environmental for an oil company, and I finally got it.
poor
All this
Nicole.
Well, you have that skill set now, so maybe you can move back into
I
that.
hope so. We will see. I forgot what else was next. Are
Good.
you guys, am I in trouble because I deleted his text?
You're not in trouble.
I didn't know what was going on at that point.
So, I know, does that cause question?
Of course it
Of course it
does.
does. There is, but is it criminal? No. Is there concern that you're hiding something? Potentially. That's why I want them, or I wouldn't be asking for them.
I know.
And you've
been
been upfront with me about everything. I don't have a concern that you ever told Chris, I don't want you, go kill your wife, or get rid of your kids, or I don't want to date you if you have kids.
Did.
None of those things ever came out of your mouth. We've talked about that.
Yeah.
So, but until those text messages that are deleted are there, and all that, it's just speculation. But it's kind of like, why did you do that? And I get your excuse. I understand what you're saying, that on Tuesday you realized who this man was and what he had done. You didn't want him to be part of your life anymore, so you got rid of it.
I didn't even want to see it in my phone. It was like freaking me out because I remember I had like deleted them, and then he sent me another text, and then I deleted that one too.
Right.
Because I was like, I don't want to deal with this. By the way, when you're looking through those texts, look for his ABC phone for that one conversation we had where he screenshotted me what he did on Monday. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you said that's his Anadarko phone. Okay.
And that should be the only like recent. Like there's probably stuff if you guys are able to pull up.
They keep trying to tell everybody that she came in on her own, and that's why they think she wasn't involved, but she didn't come into them. The problem why she went to them was because her coworker called them and said she was having an affair with Chris. And when he did that, that made them, she found out he did that, then she called them. She didn't just go to them on her own. She only went because her coworker called and told them that Chris was having an affair with her. Then that's when she reached out to them. She didn't go in on her own.
Way back that we talked, but nothing.
The thing we talked about was him proving that he went to the oil field.
That he went to work.
That he went to work that morning
Yes.
at whatever site he was supposed to go to to check on the
So that'll be in there.
release.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And then I don't know. Am I allowed to like address my friends and tell them please no comment to the media? I mean, I haven't been telling them.
Oh my God, the media.
I would not talk with anybody about any of this case. Except, I mean, I know you need to talk to a therapist, and you need to talk. I'm sure you're talking to your dad.
To some extent, I mean,
your closest person.
When he's not in here for this, I don't tell him about this. I tell him I'm coming down here, but he doesn't need to know anymore. He's
You're an
Oh
adult.
my God.
You made some decisions that caught you in a bad situation. But there's nothing wrong with you talking to somebody. I just wouldn't go into details.
No. I haven't even been telling people I'm a witness for it.
Certainly your best, I mean, if I was you, I'd be confiding in my best friend, like, hey, this is what's happening in my life and I need help. Is there anything wrong with that? No.
I mean, that's about as far as confiding has gone, was me telling her about some guy that I was hanging out with, but that was like way before any of this.
Yeah, and you need support right now too, so.
Yep. A coworker narked on her. Yep. I have it in one of the videos that I have saved. Yep. He called in and said that Chris was having an affair with her, and then she reached out. Yep.
You're not in trouble. There's no charges against you. You're simply a
I just
witness.
don't want to like get in trouble for like talking to like my dad or like
About what?
asking a friend for help. Well, I mean like what my dad already knows, you know what I'm saying?
There's nothing to get in trouble for.
Okay, I don't know how that works. That's why I'm asking. I'm like, I don't. This is one more thing I don't need on my plate because I just, oh my God.
You're not in trouble. And talking to your friends and family about what's going on isn't going to get you in trouble.
I
Okay?
don't even want to talk to my friends about it. I don't even want anybody to know. I mean, they're gonna find out, but I figure even if I'm staking out in the media as long as I have been, it's because nobody knows anything. And
She
my circle's
she has sat here and talked about the media for like 30 minutes. She is so worried about the media for like 30 minutes. At least. Why in the hell does she need support? Right? Mm-hmm. I'm like, she keeps going back to the freaking media. Yep. 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 I'll try to find the video for next time. Where it says that the coworker called and told them that they were having an affair. Yeah, I thought it was hilarious, and I was like, because they made it sound like she came to them, but she only did it because he called and told on her, and I don't know how she found out that he called and told on her. I'm not really sure how she found out.
Maybe.
I don't know. They haven't even.
Or they just, because you're not on social media.
At all, but I mean, I eliminated
Oh, sure
all of
she
that.
is. She's
I,
on
like, even had
Skype.
the ability to like go through. I went and found everybody I knew that had any public posts.
Snapchat.
Like, this needs to be cleared. It's all gone.
Right. So you've made it very difficult for them to find you. Do I think eventually that at some point they are going to find you? Sure, of course.
I think they're gonna find out where I'm staying at. I think that would be really tricky.
I don't know. You haven't even told me where you're staying, so
Nobody
and
knows.
I don't know how it's connected to you or your family. So, I mean, if it's in your family's name, certainly it wouldn't be that hard to figure it out. So,
Well,
if that, there's ways to find out where people are staying, but they're limited. I mean, unless somebody knows about this place that talks to them.
nobody.
So,
Nobody. All right.
Then what are
Right.
you worried about it for?
let me check on this. Yeah, let me check on this phone.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was like, I'm not ready to go.
I know you're ready to go.
I was like, let me go home.
So he's printing the.
What is she so worried about them finding her if nobody knows where she's at? If nobody knows where you're at and you haven't given the location to nobody, then how are they going to find you? And if it's not a family home, how are they going to find you? Makes no sense. She makes no sense in her babbling. Yep. I agree, Eve. I agree.
I'll be back in a minute.
Give me 5 minutes with her. And she's not that pretty, I don't think. I think Shanann was way prettier. So if you're listening, I think Shanann was way prettier. Even in death, Shanann is way prettier. She has you beat 100%, even in death. If you're listening, I mean it. She's not. She's not. She's not pretty. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Even in death, she can't compete with Shanann. Nope. I hope you're listening. And it's my opinion, and I can have it. Shanann was beautiful. She was.
Okay.
There's those. And he's still messing with your phone. Give me a few minutes, okay?
Yes,
Back in a minute. Did you sign this?
yes, it should be
There
here.
it is. Cool.
It's glitching.
Do you want a copy of
It's
that?
weird.
Not sure if that would be something.
Back in a minute.
You guys got this all turned up.
Now she's got to go back through them and make sure there ain't nothing in there that she don't want them to know. She was beautiful. Yep. Yeah. I just can you guess that I just can't tolerate her? I mean, I just can't. I just can't believe she got away with it. And I can't believe she's so whiny. She aggravates me. She chaps my ass. She does. She just oh. She has been arrested before. Nicole Kessinger's been arrested before. And she got out of that too, my understanding. So I feel like he's gotten her out of stuff a lot. But he has to have some type of connection. You know what I mean? To be able to throw his weight around like that. I'd be a reckons. Right? Mm-hmm. Right. She's worried about the media. What do they know about her? Yeah. I think she's worried about, because see, her coworkers done tattled on her. So that's how they know about her. So if he's tattled on her, then she's probably worried about her close friends who know her more, way more than, okay, Cher, way more than her coworker does. What are they going to tell? Are they going to do interviews? Are they going to run and tattle on her? So I think that's one of the things she's worried about, media, is what her friends are going to run and tell. She has been arrested before. I do have that information. She has been arrested. Yep, here it is. Got my handy dandy notebook. She was arrested prior to Chris Watts in Aurora, Colorado, twice. She was arrested and then she was arrested in Arapahoe. I don't know if I'm probably not saying it right. Arapahoe County in 2006 when she was 18. That was her second offense. The Aurora arrest was when she was 19. So there was a party at her apartment, and she wouldn't allow law enforcement to come inside. So they had to break the windows to get her out of the apartment. She went to court in 2007. So it was drinking and noise complaints. She got use of a weapon to harm someone. So I don't know what she did for that. Disorderly conduct and failure to obey. At that time, she was a bookkeeper. She was also arrested for obstruction and obstruction of something. She obstructed the police officers and obstruction of peace of police or firemen. So she obstructed the firemen and the policemen when they tried to come in. She was at an apartment. Her cousin was at the apartment with her. And they were all underage and they were drinking. NK told them not to open the door. Don't listen to law enforcement. So they all got in trouble for underage drinking and smoking joints. She was a failure to obey, peace of and obstruction. And she said that wasn't her apartment, but the party address matched her home address that was listed as her home address. She said they brought the stuff to her house, and the other people's like, it was here when we got here. So she escalated it, and that's why she got arrested. Yeah, I read that. Yeah, they may approach her family and friends. I don't know if she said may or if they approach her family and friends. We may have to go back because she jumbles her words. It's a good thing there is a closed caption. So yeah, she's been arrested before, and there's a little bit of kind of violent reaction, and she doesn't like authority, it sounds like. Because if she wouldn't let them in and told them not to answer the door, and they had to break a window to get in, the window that's in the door, the front door, if they had to do that to unlock the door, it sounds like she's prone to being argumentative, not listening. So, but yep, she has been arrested before. So there is that. But she did say the media. We're going to go back and look later for that one and see what she said, because it's further back, I think. But she was I think he asked her, had the media approached her family, and she was worried about it. I mean, she's been talking about the media for like 30 freaking minutes. They don't have my phone number, but they leave notes on my door. But if you're not staying there, how would you know they left a note on your door? Because you said you're not there. You're staying somewhere else. So how would you know? I think so, Ronnie. I think that's further enough to look into her. I agree. I don't know why this video is glitching like that. It's kind of weird. Why would you have to go through your... I find that so funny. Why are you going through your own text messages? Do you not remember the bullshit? I mean, do you not remember the conversation that you said? She's very worried about Because if somebody handed me my contact list and a copy of my text and stuff, I wouldn't go back and read them because I remembered what I said. I wouldn't be worried about it. So that, to me, that looks like she's worried about what she said. Also, I kind of feel like Jim is probably in her contact list here, and she already told them they couldn't have his information, but they wouldn't have to ask her for it if it's here. They could just get it themselves. Oh, did you break your nails when you were taking out somebody's family? That's why you have that bald spot right here. I wonder if they're just sitting there watching her. Like, are they just sitting there watching her in the other room? Like, well, maybe she'll say something or do something, or I wonder if they're sitting there watching her. Yes, she did. Yep. They should be. Yeah. Yep. That 10 minutes is sure longer than 10 minutes that he said. What, isn't it? She's been in here by herself more, I think, a little bit.
right?
One more question for you.
Yeah.
See, he's not even in the room, according to this, and it's
I have jury
talking.
duty on September 17th.
Is that something that I can do, given the fact that
Of
I'm
course.
like mid in this mess?
Yep.
Okay.
So just answer their questions. They're going to ask you a bunch of questions. Answer them truthfully.
How does she know she already has jury duty? Wow. I don't ever know I have jury duty till like maybe 2 weeks before I have it. How does she already know? Yeah. How does she know she has jury duty? Like a month ahead of time.
Yeah, I wouldn't avoid it. But
I just didn't know if there
have you
was.
ever gone to jury duty?
I was supposed to go once and they didn't leave me, but I just wanted to like double check. I didn't know.
No, it has no bearing on what's going on in this. So you're all right. I think you're still trying to get your phone to download. Give me a minute.
The restroom.
Yeah,
I
you
just
need
like leave my stuff in here and come back in here.
Left again.
The ponytail looks familiar. Sounds like he's sick of her stupid questions. He does sound like, I got jury duty September 17th. Can I still do it? I wouldn't want you on a jury. But yeah, you could still do it. I mean, you don't have integrity. And you just probably helped somebody, in my opinion, allegedly, get rid of their family, but yet you're going to sit on a jury. Possibly. And decide somebody else's fate. I don't even know that is so. No, she was asking, would she be in trouble? Well, she originally was asking, would she be in trouble for talking to her dad and her friends about what's going on? And he's like, no, you're not going to be in trouble for that. But she just said, I have jury duty on September 17th. Is that going to be an issue? Because I didn't know how that worked because of this case right here. And he's like, oh, no, you can do jury duty. Go ahead. Yeah. Do that. She's like, well, I didn't know because I didn't know how that worked since I was in the middle of this case. So she wanted to know if she could still have jury duty. I know it's hard to understand her. She mumbles. Woe is me. Ponytail looks familiar. Mm-hmm. Probably had those jeans on too. Misdemeanor, she should have been asking, was she gonna be charged? That's hilarious. Right? She back. Poor pitiful her. Doesn't know what she's gonna do when the media hears of this, and she's involved. She doesn't know what she's gonna do. She's so worried about the media and losing her job that she already was gonna lose because the contract was ending. She was already gonna be job hunting anyway.
Just having a bad day. Okay, will you show me the messages that downloaded? I'm gonna take photographs of them because the device that we were using doesn't want to work. I don't know.
Oh, for those?
The messages that came from Chris that you said showed up on the phone?
Yeah, geez. I don't think any of the ones from his Anadarko phone came in, but I don't know the number.
Okay.
I didn't see it. Maybe they can give me that number, we can check that one.
So she was texting him on the Anadarko phone. I think that's what she just said. They're picking it up as Inner Dark phone, which that's probably a good name for any of the phones they had, Inner Dark, because they're all dark. But what this is Anadarko. So I don't think any of the ones from his Anadarko phone came in. So they were talking back and forth on that phone too. So there's another device they were talking on. So they were talking on probably his phone because he was hiding it under the calculator app. They were talking on the Anadarko phone. They were talking on Skype. They were talking on Snapchat. So they were talking on several different devices, but she told him they were only emailing and talking on the phone, her phone. Now she's bringing out a third phone they're talking on, Anadarko. Plus, they probably had a burner phone too, probably, in my opinion. Me either, Eve. Me either. Me and Eve, we give her a hard time, as hard a time as we can. Not the kind of hard time she likes, but a hard time. Mm-hmm.
But I don't know the number.
Okay.
I didn't see it. Maybe they can give me that number, we can check that one too.
I can probably get it real quick. Show me the ones that you think came from him, though. Is 9.
Yeah, I know.
And
910.
The ones that are slutty and nasty
Phone
talking,
right
those
there.
Okay, so I am going to take photographs of these in lieu of downloading it with
Well,
this.
we can just screenshot them and send them.
Well, but there's no way to do that.
No, I mean,
because
screenshot right here.
This isn't hooked up to Wi-Fi or anything, is it?
No, but I'm saying.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It'll come in clearer, or you can watch me do it, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and then you wanna-
Screenshot them and then text them to you right now.
Yeah, or you can email them to me.
I'll just send them to you right now while we're here.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. You know what's scary? I read this
See,
one.
okay, so listen to this. She doesn't know anything about technology. She said this earlier. She doesn't know how to transfer the phone contacts or the information or any of that stuff. They gave her the piece of paper. This is how you do it. You transfer all your stuff. She couldn't do it. Now she's telling him how to do stuff on the phone. Oh, well, just screenshot it, and then I'll email it or I'll text it to you. No, you can't do it that way for Wi-Fi. Oh, sure, you don't need Wi-Fi to do that. But she don't know anything about technology. Hi, Karen. Catch the replay. We're going to try to finish this video if we can. So we can start on another one, the next live. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming by. As far as I'm concerned, her, Chris Watts, and all the rest of all can, right? But she don't know anything about technology, but now she's teaching him how to screenshot something and send it. Okay.
20-something, like, when we first started talking, and look at him. Loyal, truthful, dedicated, doesn't play games. It just makes me so sad to read this and think like.
So are these some of the ones that you deleted?
I deleted everything that he sent me. But these are just old. Look how old.
And was there any from those dates?
Okay, see, these are old, but we only dated for 5 weeks, but these are old. Look how old these are. How old are they exactly? Longer than 5 weeks, I bet.
Look, like these 627, 629, and these are old, and then they seem to be, see, and then we're missing the second and the third, and then there's the fourth.
Okay, so there's a lot of messages.
Kind of, but then, like, yeah, then there's no fifth, sixth, seventh, or eighth, and then there's the ninth, but it's only one text, and then the 17th, one text.
And you guys text how many times
All the time. I bet you guys have hundreds of messages that you need to recover. But yes, so here's the 11th. But look, there's only one from the 11th.
a day? Can I just see what he said?
Yeah. And then the only text I think might be out of order, is the one at the very end.
Oh, why would that one be the only one out of order?
I just wish they were more complete, and I don't understand why they're coming in bits and pieces. Like, what's causing that?
So the 10th, oh, you went to the Rockies game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't see him that day. I was with my friends, and I stayed with me that night.
Wait a minute. I was with my friends that day, and they stayed with me that night.
My friends, and I stayed with me that night.
Okay, so this one's on Sunday night.
Yeah, that's
at
right.
4:07 p.m. What's he talking about? Pounding fruit? Is that you or him?
That's him.
Talking.
Oh, so he was talking about that birthday party he was going to go to. Whoever was hosting it, I don't remember. Like, he told me the name once, but
Jeremy?
I forgot. I don't even remember, to be honest with you. Like, the only names that I remember very well is Nick and Mark. Those are the only two that I could be like, oh yeah, like I could tell you like maybe a little
Those
bit
are his
about
friends?
those people. Yeah.
Okay.
But he went to the birthday party and he said, oh, this guy always barbecues. And then he was saying, oh, he didn't barbecue, so he was saying he had fruit and asparagus. Yeah, didn't do any smoked barbecue this time. He did hot dogs, so he was saying he avoided that. He was like trying to eat healthy.
So this is the final one.
This is the one, I don't know if this is in order. I'm not sure exactly what this is referring to. I think this one at the bottom, this, oh my God, that's absolutely ridiculous. They would freak out. That, do you remember when I told you, like, I was always trying to, like, incorporate his kids and stuff? I mean, even if it wasn't, like, directly, like, me and him, but just, like, I was always thinking of cute stuff. When I'd see stuff, and I was like, oh my God, little girls would like that. I would show him, and I found this box of Lucky Charms that was unicorn Lucky Charms.
Okay.
And I thought they were really cute. And I texted it to him, and I was like, do your little girls know about these? Because they're awesome. And I was like, little stuff like that.
So that's,
No, they don't need
I think
junk.
that's the 13th. Because I don't think I talked to him that day. What day was the 13th? I can't remember.
Monday.
Was it Monday?
Stop it.
I gotta look.
Stop.
I can't.
I think it will, no, well then maybe these are in order. Monday was the day I think that I sent that text.
Yes, that's Monday morning at 2:44 p.m. So that's an afternoon, Monday. Does that sound right?
It was at work when I texted it to
Okay.
him.
So that fits.
Okay, so then it is in order. So it is in order.
So
And this
is
makes
the 12th.
Because that's Sunday, right?
That's Sunday.
Okay, so they're in order, they're just missing a whole
So
bunch.
he's basically saying he's still at that.
Mm-mm. Text message missing and out of order. That's crazy not to be. Yep. And she deleted a lot of stuff. And she asked him, was she in trouble for deleting it? Oh no, that's not a crime to delete it. It is if it's in a murder investigation. How is that not a crime? Yep, broke her SIM card. Yep. And they accepted her. He said, I accepted your excuse. Well, you just called it an excuse. You really don't believe what you're saying to her, because if you'd have said, I accepted your excuse, if you'd have really accepted it, you would have said, well, I accept your answer to that. But he didn't say that. I accepted your excuse. In other words, he don't believe what you're saying. It's just an excuse. Like, you really didn't delete it for that reason. You deleted it because you are hiding something, in my opinion. Yep. Exactly. 100% she's leading it. Yeah, and her dad comes in with her because she's not grown, and she had to have her dad come in, and he comes in and does the same thing. As a matter of fact, not only does he lead, but he basically tells the detective, you're not going to ask any more questions like that. Basically, he does.
Barbecue and that fits. Okay, perfect.
Okay, so then this one is in the right place.
Yep.
I was thinking 8:13 was Tuesday, and I'm like, I don't think him and I had very pleasant conversation on Tuesday.
You want to screenshot all those to me?
Yeah. Okay, let's start with
And then
how do you
I turned this off, but
oh, this is almost weird, you like ninja chop it.
What?
and then I turned this off, but
oh, this is so
This smells weird. You like ninja chop it.
weird, you like ninja chop it.
That got lost somewhere, I guess.
Oh, I think that worked. Okay, so that takes us down to 6:29. So then I'm gonna scroll up to 6:30.
ninja chop. Interesting. It's old school.
I had to do a stop reconnaissance mission at my house last night. I did not like it. I was like, this is scary. But it's cool. I got to do it, so hopefully I'm gonna go back. Okay.
So what you're doing now, let me ask you about the text with you and Charlotte.
Yes.
You talk about children, and he's got his own kids, and that makes you kind of uncomfortable because you'd like to have your own family. Put that in context for me. Is that a fair statement the way I'm saying it?
I mean, I guess. There was never anything I said to him though.
Okay, that's what I want to know. Did you ever say anything to him about
Never.
anything about his kids being a problem?
Yes, you
Anything
did.
about
Stop
his
it.
wife being a problem?
Never. I always try to be so inclusive with them. And even with her, when I was talking to her, it wasn't that his kids were an issue. It was just, this man already has a life. Should I go build my own, with somebody who hasn't done that yet? And then she was the one that was saying, I was engaged once and it didn't work, and now I'm engaged again, and she's trying to tell me, it doesn't matter, I'm on my second time of going through this, and she's like, I love this man very, very much, and she was saying, he's not gonna love you less because he's already been through marriage once and been separated and already had kids, he's not gonna.
Those references were never made to him, though, about children.
Never.
So Charlotte, that's who you were talking with.
Yes.
Did you one time tell me Charlotte's a lesbian?
No, she's engaged.
Okay. Were you talking about one of your friends that might have been a lesbian at some point?
That's not the case. I don't think so.
You never said that about any of your friends that I inquired about?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Weird. That's so fucking weird. That's weird. Why would he? He wouldn't just make that up. She had to have said that. She had to have said that. That is so weird. Oh my God. I don't even know what to say. That is so weird. I never caught that before. Yep. Oh no, because Tammy Lee was in there most of the time with Chris, and she led the way with him. Yep. Yeah, they tried to transfer the stuff, but they couldn't get it transferred. Something's happening and they're unable to transfer all the stuff. So now she's screenshotting it. Yep. Exactly. Yep. The idiot said the phone wasn't downloading. Yep. Yep, that's what he said. Make her uncomfortable. Yeah. But she never said anything that would make Chris think that she wanted them out of the way. Mm-hmm. Yes, she did. Yes, she did say something. Right. Exactly. She didn't have to stay with him. She could have went and found somebody that didn't have kids. It obviously bothered her if she was having this conversation with her friend. It obviously bothered her.
So I don't think that
I think on the first day we talked with your dad there, I inquired about Charlotte.
Yeah, you asked me about Charlotte and eHarmony, and I went through my text, and I was like, what is he talking about? And I couldn't find it. So I was wondering if maybe somebody referenced both of those two, but not together.
Okay.
I'm wondering if that's where that came from.
So Charlotte is your friend. She's your closest friend.
Yeah.
You guys have this conversation, but it never went anywhere besides her and you.
Yeah.
You never mentioned it to Chris.
Yes, you did.
You never said anything about your kids, or his kids, pardon me, damaging your guys' relationship.
No.
Or
no.
nothing like that.
Never. And I mean, and even
There's
in that,
no
it wasn't like I never said his kids were a problem. It's just
Yes,
he already has a life. I don't know about
Right.
that.
So in light of what's occurred, though, what I'm trying to make sure is that there was never a conversation that you guys had that he might have thought that you were saying, I can't be with you if you have kids.
I wouldn't be with him if I couldn't.
Okay. So I'm just making 100% sure that those.
I promise you.
Okay.
I really want you to pull these texts because all the stuff I've been telling you will
Okay.
sync up.
And I hope we can. I haven't been very lucky with your phones yet. There's been nothing but
I wonder
pain.
why that
So this
is.
one's coming with me.
Okay, I think
Jeez.
I know this is a task. Some of these might be duplicates, but whatever. I'm gonna send these to you. No, that was kind of something between me and her, and it wasn't even really the kids. It was that he'd already been married before, and I was just I don't know if I am in a long-term relationship with this guy. Is that something he would eventually want? Because that's something I would eventually want. You know, I just.
So your concern was more about his prior marriage than his children?
I guess. I wasn't really that worried about him at that time. If you read the majority of those texts, it's very, very flattering to him and all the nice things that I have to say about him. It was just that I wasn't 100% committed to him yet. I mean, I was monogamous with him. I wasn't seeing any other men, but I wasn't hey, this is the guy I want to spend the rest of my life.
You weren't seeing any men that Chris didn't know about. Leave me alone, Jim was around.
And part of the reason that I was uncertain, I mean, yeah, he'd already built a life, but honestly, he wasn't out of the marriage that he was already in.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm not going to go tell the whole world.
Well, according to you, he was already filing for divorce, according to you.
And, you know, I'm gonna take in his kids, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do that, and it wasn't because I had any problems with them, it's just, he was married.
Okay.
I know the context of that text now, like, looking at it looks so bad.
You have to look at it from the perspective that I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
And how it could be misconstrued or made out to sound something another way. That's why I wanted to give you the opportunity to say what it really means. Okay.
No, I don't mean any harm towards those kids. I always thought they were so cute. When he showed me those pictures, he was all about them, you know, and not only that, but it's like, once you guys get those texts, you will see, like, there's not very much mention of his children. And if there is mention of his children, it's always like cute stuff where it's like, hey, you should show them this, or hey, this apartment's great for them, or, you know, what do you think of bunk beds? And, you know, like, those little girls, like, reminded me and my little sister. They're like the
You said
same
that before,
age.
right.
Yeah, I mean,
But
like,
she
it was
wasn't
so
thinking
cute.
of
Like, he
long
would call
term,
his little daughter,
right?
the younger one, CB, he'd call her Rampage. He's like, she's wild, and it used to just make me smile because my little sister was totally Rampage. And it just was kind of like spot on, you know? And so, like, it just kind of made me think, like, okay, these guys are going through a divorce at the same age that I was at when my parents went through a divorce. And it's like, how did I handle that? You know, and I tell them, like, you know, this is what happened when my parents separated and we were this old. And just try to, like, give him a reference because I gave a damn.
Right, okay.
I mean, but just because I care about him and I care about his kids and all of that doesn't mean that I'm ready to turn around and, like, commit
Did
everything.
he ever say anything like that? Like, do I have to get rid of my kids, or
No.
do I, you know?
This shocked me just as much as I think it shocked the rest of the world.
No, it didn't. Stop it. You
All
were
of
there.
it. Like, he lied so much. Now I go back and think,
I hope she has boots on for all the bullshit she's telling in there.
all this shit, and I'm like, it's lies. Everything that they knew about him was lies. I mean, his friends let him stay the night at their house. He even fooled them. It's not just me. He lied to everybody. He had all of you fooled. And everybody stood up for him. His friends stood up for him. I really thought she left. I was like,
You did not.
let her
Stop
fucking
it.
go. You know, come back in the day. She'll be all right. Let her cool down. She'll be here. It'll be okay. You know, like, have me convinced. Like, I think she's just upset. And then never would I guess. I mean, even now, when I go back through this stuff, that I'm like, it doesn't make sense, you know, or
Now her
it
body
seems a little
language is
off.
getting all,
That still doesn't
she's
send a
getting
red flag to
stressed
me
out
like,
now.
hey, this guy's gonna murder his family.
Sure.
You
I don't
know?
think there was any, you didn't have any indication, and by all accounts, it doesn't seem like anybody did.
No, I just, like, you know, sometimes I, like, try not to think what that man is thinking, because, like, you don't know, you know, but it's like, how long has his brain been, like, shifting to this paradigm shift where he feels the need to do this? It's like, I just don't believe that's something that just happens.
Oh, you're a little dramatic there.
For 2 days. I don't think it happens in 2 months. I think that this is something that takes a very, very long time to develop, and I don't.
Right. So that scares you when you look back at it?
Yeah, because I think about it, and I'm like, he could have had that capacity to do that, whether I was in his life or not. He could have had the capacity to do that.
No, he
maybe not
wouldn't
even
have.
just to them. It could have been me. It could have been our coworkers.
No, it could. Ugh,
I mean, the more I think about it,
no, it couldn't.
I mean, I think a lot of people are going to probably assume that I was the catalyst for his.
The motivation was different. He wouldn't have done it to a coworker. That's dumb. No, she didn't want the kids around. She didn't.
Movement, but I don't think, you know, not me like instructing him, but him deciding to do that because he had me in his life and because he was so like infatuated with what we had going on. But, you know, like I try to put the reason to it at the end, like why would you wipe out your family to be with me? Like it doesn't like compute. It's like, how would that go? Like, hey, my family just disappeared, and you think that I'm gonna just not be concerned about that?
Yes, because you were there.
And not only that, like, he was so about those little girls, and I always try to, like, push him to do that. Like I told you, like, there'd be days where like, he would want to come over to my house after work. I'd be like, no, go hang out with your kids. Your kids are home. Like, that was me. That wasn't even him. That was me.
Okay, let's listen to this for a minute. Listen to this. This right here tells you it's been longer than they said. Listen to this right here. She told them they'd only been together like 5 weeks. Yep, insurance money. Yep. She said they had only been together about 5 weeks. So technically, she had only been around the kids that week that Shanann was gone, or Shanann wasn't gone a week. She was gone like 4 days or something that Chris had the kids, right? I think she was gone Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and came back Monday, I think, Sunday night and the Monday morning. She just said that he would want to come see her, but she would say, no, go spend time with your kids. Okay. That tells me that y'all were spending time together when Shanann was there before. So this was going on before Shanann went to North Carolina. That's what that's telling me. Because he would have no choice but to go be with the kids because Shanann was gone for those 4 days on her business trip. But before Shanann and him even left to go to North Carolina, he could have been late because Shanann was home with the kids. They hadn't left for North Carolina yet. That tells me they've been together longer than they said. That's what that is telling me. Let's listen to that again.
Like, he would want to come over to my house after work. I'd be like, no, go hang out with your kids. Your kids are home. Like, that was me. That wasn't even him. That was me pushing that. And he would go do it, you know. And he spent time with them, but he was never like, oh, I don't want to hang out with them. He'd just be like, can I see you for a few hours? And I'm like, if your kids are awake, go hang out with your kids. You know, if they're sleeping and you want to talk, you call me, but don't do that while they're up. Let's spend time with them. And I just, oh my God. And that is the part that I have, like, the hardest part swallowing, where it's like.
See, she just said that. You know, you go home after work to your kids. So he wasn't working when Shanann left. He was home with them. So that had to have been before she even went to North Carolina. So he was seeing her before. That's what that tells me. What do y'all think? Does that tell y'all the same thing? Because he might have been taking them to daycare the 2 days that Shanann was gone, like on the Thursday and Friday, but he still had to pick them up by a certain time. He couldn't just leave them there. And he only hired the babysitter the one time when Shanann was gone. So that tells me they were seeing each other before Shanann went to North Carolina. And he would be late coming home. And just tell Shanann he's working late. That's what that tells me. So she just told on herself again.
Why would you take them out to spend time with me? Like,
because you're jealous of
it
them.
Doesn't fit.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't fit at all.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It does.
You know,
But you said he was infatuated with you.
but even then, if he's so all about me, and I support him being with his kids, you would think that he would want to do what would make me happy.
He did.
It's a good point.
And
So maybe
what
that's why.
would make me happy
Is what
him
he
hanging out
did.
with his
was
kids.
his kids.
But it didn't work out.
And it's in text, it's in phone conversations. I mean, so let's just say that
We'll
doesn't,
look at it.
it doesn't,
That one particular context in that just, it's so open, kind of an interpretation and whether or not you said it. That's why I wanted to address it in particular. Okay?
Yeah, there's nothing like that in our text, I can tell you that right now, never.
Did you send those?
Yeah, I'm working on it, I'm sorry.
No, it was in the
How's your
deleted
getting work
stuff.
done? You get sidetracked.
I actually got a lot of work done.
I'm just teasing you.
It was a lot easier in the oil field than it was in the other, so. 87195690998.
I am.
Okay, just wanna make sure.
Yeah, don't send those to anybody else, please.
Let's see how many I can do at a time. Screenshot.
Probably send them all.
Did I get how many I can do?
How about email? If you emailed it, could you select each one and attach it to the email?
I mean, I just wanna do it here so you know that I like did it in its entirety.
Okay. That's right, you don't have Wi-Fi on the phone, right?
No, I don't have anything on here. Okay. I think this is gonna be a slow process here, but bear with me. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like, sometimes I legitimately think that man's cheese was sliding off of his cracker long before I came into his.
Really? Really? Really?
Stay away from the media the last couple of days.
Yeah, I guess they know where I live. I like to.
I mean, no, what they're reporting about him or the case.
No,
So you've been watching that.
kind of, I
So you saw the video of him like talking about relationships.
Oh, I can't even like bring myself to like watch most of that
Okay.
stuff. I will like scroll through the headlines if they look different than what I previously like knew about the investigation.
Again,
Kind of looking for my name so that I
Sure.
know when it happened,
Mm-hmm.
so that I can deal with that. But other than that, no, I don't.
Yeah,
I never actually
you were
watched that video.
constantly in the
Okay.
media
I don't
watching.
really- I have a hard time like looking at him now. It's kind of the same thing, like when I deleted the text, like I saw his mugshot and I like looked at it the first time I saw it and it scared me.
No, it
and
did
now
not.
when I
Stop
see it, I
it.
just like
Stop it.
move past it because I find it to be, I don't get it. Did I just send it? I don't know how to work this new phone now. Attached. One. I think some of these are repeats, I'm sorry.
it's okay.
Okay.
As long as I have them all, that'd be great.
I think you do.
You look like you've been drinking way too much coffee.
Cause I'm shaky.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's
She's shaking because she's scared.
812.
They're coming.
You don't have the one at the very bottom, I don't think. Let me see if I can click. Oh, you do. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're missing the last one. Let me get the last.
Send me the last one and then we'll send you out of here. And then don't think about this stuff for a while.
I'm trying.
All right.
It's hard. It's
And
so much
then
easier.
when I'm
to
done
say.
with your phone, I'll get this back to you.
I mean, if you guys need to keep it, just.
No, we won't need to keep it because what it's going to do, if I take everything, then it's just easy. I get it back to you. Okay. So the examiner that's going to look at it, she comes back in early next week, and I'll try to corral her to do that as early as possible, so we can download your phone and then get it returned to you.
Alright, okay, so this phone is so different than my other one.
Totally different than an iPhone, I know that.
It's just been a long time, it's been years and years and years. I actually had this phone.
So, let me go see if I can find his Embarco number real quick too. I'll be right back.
Yeah, and then I could put that on here.
Totally forgot about that. Right back.
I think they started dating. Yeah, I do too. Early. Yeah, way early. Yep. If you're the side piece, you're not going to your lover to spend time with your kids. You're going to see, yep, any chance you can. Yep. I'm glad she said that, though, because that kind of, for me, that makes me think that she was seeing him way before they said. Yep. 100%. We're almost at the end of this video. I think we got about 5 more minutes. Let's see. We got 9 more minutes. 9 more minutes. And then we'll end it for tonight. And then we will, I've got, for next time, I've got where she fakes phone calls and she comes in and tries to make them think she's Nicole Kessinger's cousin and how innocent she is. But she's actually drunk and it's Nicole Kessinger and you can tell. We'll look at those next week or next time. It may not be next week. It may be this week. And I also want to look at the other interview that Nicole does that her dad is in there. That's a good one to look at. Then you'll get to see how basically they railroaded this detective and he didn't ask the hard questions. For sure. I think Tammy Lee would have asked harder questions. I think a woman asking a woman questions I think that would have been a better result. I like the way he asked her a lot of questions, like he just asked her and then he leaves. He leaves the room, like for her to sit there another 10 minutes. It's hilarious. It's like 13 minutes. So it's like 6 more minutes. She's going through those text messages again because she deleted the ones she don't want them to read. And she talks about that in the interview with her dad. She talks about how she doesn't really want to say them in front of her dad, the text messages. But I believe she has to. I can't remember. It's been a while. But I think she does say, because they're raunchy.
Okay. 720. You just reading those? Look for his Zendarko stuff, so then you can get out of here.
What is it?
I'm reading my handwriting.
390, let's start at the top. I just resent you all of those.
It's fine.
720. So that would have been on the 12th or the 13th. What day was Monday?
She keeps asking that.
11th was Saturday. So the 13th would be Monday.
Okay, so what would have been on the 13th? That was the day that I'm not downstairs. If you want my
Like she
contact,
doesn't know what date
if you can.
it happened. If she's watching the media, she knows.
I don't see it in here. I won't erase none of this stuff.
It's okay.
I need to take it this time. I'm so sorry. I really, I didn't know.
It's fine. Don't beat up yourself about it. We've already been through this 10 times. It is what it is. Is there any older ones potentially from the Zendarko phone?
That's a possibility.
Is there a way to search those?
I
Can you
don't know.
go
I don't
here
know.
and
Maybe what about this side? There's like another one. I haven't used this phone in years.
search?
Church!
Wait a minute.
Yay!
You just said
720,
there could be some
that's
possible.
everybody.
He just asked her, could there be messages on her Zendarko phone? She said possibly, but I haven't used it in years. Okay, so how long have you and Chris been together exactly? I mean, if you're getting messages from Chris off your Zendarko phone, then you say I haven't used it in years. Are you talking about a different phone?
Okay, none on your phone.
Okay. I tried.
How about in your call log? That was text messages. In your call log, did you ever converse with him on that phone? I mean, this phone's pretty old.
But I don't think.
Oh, but
it's
it's downloading all sorts of stuff. How about you look at your call log and just see?
Let's see if it's down. No. 11/02/2016.
Okay.
And then all of these are all 2016. So it didn't update the call log. All it did was today once I got the phone. Okay.
Is that a Samsung
Galaxy S5. Yeah, I just thought it was so weird. All those messages started showing up, and I was like, wow.
That would be so. Would have been really nice.
Wouldn't it? I could have just
Would've
given
made-
you
it would've
this one
made
and
my
not
life
go
way too
driving
easy.
today.
All right. You ready to get out of here?
I am.
All right. Take your stuff. I will call you. Probably won't be next week.
Now
I may
watch
be
how
busy
she
next
flirts
week.
with him on the way
So
out.
I'll call you the week after about when your phone's done, and I'll get that back to you. And then at that time, if there's anything new, we can talk about it then.
You think he's gonna take this all the way to trial?
I do, right now.
She's ready to get out of there, but she's sure taking her time.
They have some stuff.
Do you think that's gonna change when I get those? Do they know that I'm like one of your witnesses?
Yeah, I mean.
You're
they
not
have-
a witness.
Do they know what you said yet? No.
Look at her. Did y'all see how she acted when she was going out? She's not a witness. A witness seen what happened. I don't. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to look it up real quick. It's giving me everything but what I want. Okay. If I don't need that kind of description. Someone who sees an event and reports what happened. That's a witness. A close observer, someone who looks at something such as an exhibition of some kind. She witnessed the accident and had to testify in court. Okay, so that means you saw it. So why is she considered a witness? Did she see it? Did she see what happened? Of course she did. In my opinion. That's my thing. How are you a witness if you didn't see it? Why would you be called a protected witness if you did not see what happened? So are you just a witness to what? To that he was having an affair? Is that what you're a witness to? I don't get why she was a witness. Do they know that I'm a witness? What if they do know you're a witness? What? So what? So what? Yeah, and what is she going to testify against him though? Like, I see what you're saying, but what is she going to testify against him? Is she going to say, yeah, he was having an affair? No, he didn't say anything about eliminating his family. No, he didn't act like he didn't want them around. No, he didn't act like this was never. She wouldn't be much of a witness, right? Because she's going to say no to all of that stuff. So how is she helping? You know what I mean? I don't understand. She is worried about herself. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's very possible. Very possible. But from me, like I was a witness to a car that didn't stop at a stop sign and they hit a man on a motorcycle. I was a witness to that. I saw what happened. I saw her run the red light and hit the man on the motorcycle. So I had to sign a paper which saying that yes, I was a witness. I actually saw it happen, and I had to describe what I saw. Right? I had to sit down and give them a long what I was doing, why I was going that way, what time of the day it was. So for me, that's what a witness is. It's like you observed and saw something happen. That could be why she's worried about her name being. Yeah, because she's hoed around. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And there could be some guys out there thinking, man, I dodged a bullet. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very much. Aren't we lucky? That hoe is crazy. She lost her damn mind. She ain't that good. Mm-mm. No. Right. Right. You see her flirting with him as she was leaving. She was ready to go. I'm ready to go home, but she took her sweet ass time getting out of that room. She was slowly. I don't know what her. He was trying to. He was looking at her like, well, could you move any faster? And then she was going to leave her bottle in there, and it. I mean, she was like taking her sweet time leaving out of there, but she was ready to go home. Could have been. Could have been Ronnie. Could have been. I will find out who that is, because I'm pretty sure the name they put the name out there when I seen it. I'm pretty sure I seen the name too. I don't think I have it. Let me look and see. I don't think I have it. I'm looking to see if I have it. Let's see. I don't see it, but I will get it. I don't see it. I'm looking to see if I'll find it, and I'll find it in for next time, and I will put the video up here of who the coworker was that turned her in.
Of NK?
Yeah,
That sounds familiar.
yeah, it was a guy that turned her in. He called law enforcement and told them that she was having an affair with Chris, and that's why she got in touch with them, was because he ratted her out. She didn't do that on her own. She only did it because somebody tattled on her.
Yeah, I remember there was something weird, and that's why he met him at the park or something.
Yeah, that's why she met him at the park, because the guy, the coworker, ratted on him. Let me see if I can. I thought I put it in my stuff.
And that's when she showed up with a different car, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Let's see if I can find it. It's probably going to take me a little bit to find it. I know I seen it on somebody's channel, and I can narrow it down pretty easy when I go to look for it.
Yeah, we'll play it in the next show. I think Eli said he wanted to do a part 2 of this tomorrow.
He did. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'll find it. Because there's 2 creators I've really been watching a lot because they have a lot of information, a good information that I trust. So I've been watching them. So I know it's on one of those 2 channels.
Are they newer? Or like, do I know them?
No, they're
Okay.
not. They're not newer channels. They've been around a while.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep, they've been around a while. So, but yeah, that's all I have for tonight. We finished that video. I wanted to finish it out, that interview, because we've been watching it for a while. So I wanted to finish it out. And I want to find the one with her dad. I really want to find that one. I found it. I just I'm going to pull it up so we can play it. And then I want to play the one where she called in drunk and said said she was her cousin. I have that one saved in my playlist. So I already have that one, and I already have the interview with her dad. I have it saved in my playlist too. But I will find this other one.
I'm hoping that Mia gets back to me on TikTok and that she will know or possibly still have her videos. I'm not sure how that works.
Me either.
So otherwise, I'll try and find it. I feel like we would have clipped it on Tanya's when we did a live and played it. I'm sure there's clips of it going around somewhere.
Yeah. And with everybody talking about it now, especially with him talking about wanting to get married, and he's not all of a sudden he's not happy in prison. Okay, well, you need to tell the truth, and then you're still going to be in prison, but maybe somebody else can be unhappy in prison also.
Yeah. Well, you know how I feel about that situation. I do feel like he had like battered women syndrome, but for a man, I do think that he absolutely was with a narcissistic, unbearable person, but doesn't mean she deserved to be murdered.
No.
And he invited that in, whether he did it alone or with other people. It's his fault. So he's where he should be.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I agree. He's a monster. He's where he should be. But there should be other people with him, and allow, in my opinion, to allow people that done that to walk the street. I mean, that's I couldn't. I understand there's always, you have to let some go to get the bigger monster, but in my eyes, they're all monsters. They're all equally the same. Yeah. So, all right. Well, that's all I got tonight. We finished up the Hussy Jazbell. We finished one of her videos up, but the next one we're either going to be drunk with her or, seeing the interview with her dad is so crazy. It's just
freaking bizarre because she's an adult. Like, what the hell?
It's crazy.
Okay, I didn't know you were already done. I'll let you finish up. I'll be in chat till you're done. Love you.
Love you too.
Good night, Stack. Good night, everyone.
Eli said he wanted to go live tomorrow with me. He wanted to do a part 2 of the Watts. So if he wants to do that, we can surely do that. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so he just needs to let me know what time he wants to go live. I'm sure he's on stuck right now, I think. So I'm sure he'll let me know later tonight or tomorrow what time he wants to go live. But yeah, if he wants to talk about the Watts tomorrow night, we can do that, or we can talk about Jean Monnet, whatever he wants to do. Either way. Love you too, Miss Eve. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate all of y'all for being here. Thank you, as we got to listen to how irritating she is. There we go, Quad Squad Unite. That's right. Yes, thank you everybody for being here. I appreciate you. Y'all have a good night. It is 11:18 here. So it is getting late. But y'all have a good night. I'm gonna go out here and see these kittens out here seem to they are like knocking chairs over and everything. I don't know what they're doing. Lord. But y'all have a good night. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all for being here. We will see y'all later. Have a good day.